Very Christmassy, a little thunderstruck for you guys. Hope you guys had a good weekend. 2 days this week, then we're off. I can't wait. Our big play tomorrow. I'm going to be sending you to Bell and you.
I can't wait, fellas.
Yeah, there you go. It's already lined up for you. I'm sending Bell his too.
What are you talking about?
Your voiceover for tomorr's play.
Oh,
I need it by
okay.
late this afternoon. It's got to be all put together. Got most everything done. Mason's got his part. Dave over here's got his part. Everybody should get that Dave in there to do his part. Everybody's got a part. Got some of you listeners have done some stuff. So, how was your weekend? I'm sorry about Friday night, Ken. That was that started out well.
It started out well, dude. But like I said, with Alabama, you play elite teams like Alabama, you can't make mistakes.
No.
And we needed turnovers.
And you scored points, too. That was the crazy thing. You scored points.
That's what was weird.
If you'd have told me you wouldn't have scored that many points to start today, I'm like, you guys are winning easy. There's no way you're not winning. But no, it didn't happen.
Yeah, hats off to Bama, man. They went in there and they won, and they're still alive.
They are still alive, unlike
the Sooners.
Unlike the Power 5 teams.
Yeah, boy.
That isn't...
Yeah, I don't know if we continue to do that.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. You know what?
Like, really, why are we doing this?
Yeah, I know we want to make it so there's one. Here's the deal. Boise State can be the one. If they're around, we put them in. All right? Outside of that, no, we can't do this anymore.
I don't know, man. Boise State stunk this year.
Well, they stunk this year. But still, it's got to be somebody who's shown super consistency, plays the big boys. James Madison.
Right.
I mean, just remember, James Madison 2 years ago, or 3 years ago? This is their fourth year. They were playing the division below.
Yeah.
They bumped up.
Right.
And it's great that they got this opportunity, but they got boat race. And the fact they scored 31 is because Oregon Oregon scored so many points so early.
Yeah, it was they had 34 points before the half.
Yeah, the quarterback's like, I think I'm going to throw left-handed.
And yeah, they pulled their ones out because they got to get ready for the rest of the way.
Yeah, this is going to be fun though. This weekend it gets serious.
But you're right. Boise State will play. They will play the big schools, and that's what you have to do, man. You can't just play those schedules like that. And not put one of the Power Four on there.
And you got it. And here's the other thing I think people forget.
The Big Four,
like the college football world is, you catch a team, Appalachia. Remember then they beat Michigan the second game. You catch them the second game. Second game ain't the 10th, right? Because you're supposed to be practice for them.
Right.
So it's a different world. But yeah, watch some football, relax. We're a little shopping, Ken. I'll tell you about my shopping experience.
Tell me about that, man.
For those of you guys can't see me, I've got my velour outfit on. Phenomenal.
You got some business to take care of today.
First of all, can I just say this outfit? Kids out in the wild, behave. Man, several kids shook my hand and stuff. Can I get a picture? I'm like, hey, whatever. But my favorite was this little kid was getting ready to throw a fit in Target. And I came around the corner. I'm like, ho, 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 ho. To attention. That's right. Better recognize. But then, Ken, I didn't tell you the rest of my story. So we were looking for...
In fairness, though, most kids are afraid of Russian gangsters. So.
They are. They should be. They're like, is that John Wick? Is that Baba Yaga? It is Baba Yaga. No, not the boogeyman. The man you sent to kill the boogeyman. So we go to... I'm not going to mention the mall, Franklin Cool Springs Mall, right there. No, I'm not mentioning it, but maybe we've been there, maybe we haven't. Maybe you guys have heard of it.
Maybe.
In that area. It's a mall. We go to a couple places. We're looking for a specific set of shoes. Finally, we find them. Very excited about it. On the way out, in a very nice department store, they have a lady. She's in her mid-50s, right? She's got that, she's doing the spray. Oh, what do you think of this perfume? Her and her friend are talking.
Yeah.
They're talking, Ken.
They're talking.
They said, Santa Claus, come here. So I go over there, right? Just like that, because that's what I do. I'm like, all right, let's go over see what she's got to say. She goes, oh, the kids just behaving? I said, yeah, they see me, they behave. It's pretty cool. She goes, you know what? We had a black Santa Claus here last week.
All right.
I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that information? He was downstairs, people getting pictures. You know what? I'm not saying that we shouldn't have a black Santa Claus, but I'm just saying maybe there should be one Santa that's black, one that's white, so there's options.
which is what black people have been saying for the last 35 years.
So I just said, okay, well, there you go.
I like how she imparted that information.
There's no
to you.
reason, none whatsoever. Like that was my doing. Like that. What am I supposed to do with that, ma'am? Am I supposed to go to complain to somebody? It was just so bizarre. Like out of nowhere. I thought she was going to try to, can you sell this?
Right.
This perfume? I'm like, no, there was a black Santa Claus last week.
Goodness.
Oh, and I'm like, okay, so there we go.
All right.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry
This will be good.
Christmas.
Santa's watching you, and you know what he's thinking? No. No. Oh, I'm so pumped. We got so much fun stuff today because, we could talk about all the other crap, but I don't really care. This is how much TV I watched this weekend that had to do with politics. We could be at war with Venezuela. Wouldn't know. We could. Amfest. Is that what it was called?
I think so. Yeah. M-Fest.
Okay. I didn't know if it was isn't it TP? Is it Amerifest? Is that what it's supposed to be? That sounds like something that would you like to join Amerifest? We're not a multi-level marketing. But
if you want to turn it into multi-level marketing, we won't stop you.
Yeah, so Amfest, I watched none of that outside of the couple minutes that Nicki Minaj was on, which was hilarious. And I just saw that, just because I didn't care. It's the holidays, man. We should be relaxing, having fun. Family's coming out. What are you doing for the holidays, Ken?
Just hanging out at my house with my family.
Is anybody coming into town?
Nope.
Really?
Nope. They're all staying at home, and we're staying at home, too.
Oh, that's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I like it. I like not going anywhere.
Yes. It's, look,
And it doesn't even have to be a holiday.
No, seeing the airports this weekend, the chaos that's going on at some of these places, my God, it's just people. They're talking about it's like at LAX, it's like a half an hour to even get into the airport before you can start your journey. Who thinks that's fun? Honest to God. I mean, look, I am a big believer. I love seeing my family, but the thought that I would have to go like I'm on an international flight to get to something is insane.
Yeah. It's kind of like the guy in Four Christmases, at the beginning where he says,
God.
Got my whole family coming in. I've got 13 drop-offs and pickups at the airport.
That is insane. I want no part of any of that stuff. Because it's also stress. It's like stressful. Like this past year, we had my wife's birthday happened to fall my sister's wedding, so we flew out there. But the whole time we're out there, we're supposed to do stuff, but it turns out to be nothing but stress. Getting kids ready for the plane, making sure they have all their stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, do we leave something somewhere? Somebody's missing a shoe.
Yeah. Kind of like in Home Alone.
Yes.
Did we get all the kids?
But the Home Alone on Saturday Night Live, when they come home, Ariana Grande plays Kevin. And they go to look into the closet, and he still has all of the stuff booby-trapped, and it just becomes a slasher film. Cuts their arms off, crushes their head, lights them on fire, kills everybody in the house. Now, that was funny.
Yes, sir.
That was funny. Are we at war yet?
Not that I know of.
All right, good. Now let's talk about Barry Manilow.
Yes, sir.
I think Trump is saving his present for Venezuela for the Christmas morning, and I think it could be a ICBM.
Yeah, good. Well, that stuff came out on Friday, Epstein. The next thing you know, there's ISIS is getting blown up in Syria. He's trying so hard to get this guy to leave. And I just go look at the Bashar al-Assad living the life of luxury in Russia. Just loving every second of his life, playing PlayStation 2 all day, living like a single man. I don't think his wife likes that, but whatever.
You excuse me? You think using a PlayStation 2 is living the life?
Or whatever he got. I don't know, dude. I don't play video games.
What are we up to, 5 now?
Is that where it's at?
At least have a 4.
Yeah, well, he's probably got one of those. He's probably got a 4. He's probably got a 10. It's probably got something special. But that's the life you want to lead. So, get out. If I'm him, you need to get out now. Get out now. Get out while the getting's good. But it's not going to stop there because we're going into the Cuba thing is next. Cuba is, I don't think you guys realize how bad Cuba is on. They're ready to they're done. every day that anything's delayed coming from Venezuela, of any of these places, it puts them so far back. They are ready to falter, which is another thing that, everybody's waiting for. Then we're going to have Vegas floating in the ocean. That's what they want.
How about the big Pornhub
that's pretty exciting.
data breach?
Pretty exciting. That account of yours, you think such a square egg? Come to find out he's not. He likes dressing up like Little Bo Peep.
That's not good.
There's 200 million people right now are saying, okay.
Okay, go ahead. So
Hey, at least it ain't Ashley Madison again.
No. So what? So people get their freak on. What did you expect? I mean,
Going to be a lot of sextorting going on
But
now,
here's the
man.
thing. What are you sextorting? The fact that your boss is a weirdo? Okay.
You'll get some money from somebody.
Yeah, probably. You know what it is? You're going to get your money from all the preachers, right? All the preachers. You're going to get your money from, that kind of. You're not getting your money from, and maybe some doctors or a few other things. But outside of that, you're not getting your money from.
Maybe some city councilors.
Yeah,
things like
stuff
that.
like that. People
School
that are
board
supposed to be
members.
upstanding.
Yeah, school board members, people like that.
Yeah, scumbags.
Especially school board members.
Oh, that probably talk the good game, right? Next thing you know, they're looking at tranny porn. We don't need these books. I was doing it for research. Merry Christmas.
I was just doing this so I could tell people what they don't need to be seeing.
Yeah, that is 200 plus million. Is
Yeah.
it only here or is it worldwide?
Let's see. I don't know if it's worldwide or not.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was
I
just.
would think it's got to be worldwide.
I would assume so too, but I don't know if they think, well, the other people around the globe aren't going to pay us the way the Americans will.
Yeah, these were the premium accounts.
Yeah, you have to have given them their credit card.
Yeah.
So you have to have given them all your information. It's not just you went there once. You have to have given them, so you don't have to worry about their credit cards.
I think they blocked it in Tennessee.
Did they? Oh, did they do one of those?
I don't think you can.
Well, you can, but you have to show them proof of age.
Oh, okay.
You have to upload your driver's license or something like that.
Oh, is that one of those? Okay. Well, that's
And
even
I think give them
weirder.
your social security number and home address and mother's maiden name.
Yeah, so that just make it easier. Who do we email when we steal all this data? Who do we email that's going to get us the most money immediately? Yeah, we got to start taking bets on who we think it is. It's got to be council people, definitely school board, principals.
Principals, mayors.
Yeah.
Could be members of Congress.
Yeah, it could be, but you know what? If you're an adult, you're not hurting anybody, who cares?
Well, yeah.
If you're not looking at anything, like illegal, again, who cares? I don't care that you're weird. Whatever, get your freak on. Just stay out of our lives.
You just might have some explaining to do.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. When you want to take away everybody's books over something, and you're out there watching. Chicks with...
Yeah, Tennessee actually passed a law last year that to access adult sites, you have to prove that you're not a minor, basically. So if it's based in the U.S., if the servers are based in the U.S. and you want an account or even just want to access the content, you have to show that you're over 18.
Can you do the VPN? Does that get you around those things?
I think so, but I'm not 100% positive.
Okay.
Now try it right quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a company computer, why not?
Yeah, why not? Company computer, come on, this is okay. We're going to be fine. You got nothing to worry about here.
This is show research.
It is. Who was the rock star? Was it Roger Townsend, right?
Pete Townsend?
Pete Townsend, right? Did he
Yeah.
get in trouble for...
Yeah, claimed he was writing a book on his experiences as a child when he was
molested
or something.
And so
apparently,
he had a
and
whole bunch of
child
stuff.
porn on his computer.
Oops.
Oops.
You know how much time he served? None.
Zero, zilch, nada is how much time he served. All right, Powerball still up for grabs. Epstein stuff, whatever. Maybe we'll talk about that. Maybe we won't. We got horrible, hilarious Christmas movies we're going to talk about today.
Have you seen the AI generated pictures of Trump with little girls on Epstein Island?
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm surprised it took that long for them to come out.
I know. They were just waiting to release them. What else? Who knows what else we're going to talk about? It's going to be a lot of fun. We're having fun today. That's what we do. And, of course, our big show tomorrow, the Chad Mark Show. So be prepared for that. You missing the show, shame when you grab the podcast. Happy Monday. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. All right, guys, I want you to go to omahasteaks.com. Use my code CHAD. I'm going to get $35 off at checkout. So let me tell you about Omaha Steaks, okay? It's incredible. We've eaten through 2 boxes, and that's not a good situation for me because I was hoping to have some. We have enough for Christmas, but I had to order more. But and when you go there, use Benson, not Chad, and you can get $35 off at checkout. So we're talking fillets, we're talking burgers. You can make your own. It's like 50% off already site-wide, but now is your chance to take advantage of extra and you still get $35 off at checkout. And seafood, desserts, they've got everything you could think of. For us, we've saved the pork chops. The rest is gone. My wife has made burgers, right? We've made incredible tacos. We've made both ground beef tacos and chicken tacos. The fillets were out of this world. They deliver it time and time again, and 100% unconditional money-back guarantee. If you want meats that's not going to break the bank, that's guaranteed to be the best around, it is Omaha Steaks. Say big on gourmet gifts and more. Holiday favorites at omahasteaks.com. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use my code Benson. $35 off at checkout. omahasteaks.com. Code Benson. Terms apply. See site for details. omahasteaks.com. Code Benson.
Cases of flu-like illness on the rise across the U.S. We'll tell you what the situation is here in Tennessee with Christmas upon us. Coming up at 12:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
How old's Barry Manilow? Is he 85?
82.
82.
82, man.
So he's got the cancer.
Well, most of him is. There's parts of his face that are under 10
but
years
not
old.
all of them's 80. I saw him. He does. Normally, this time of year in Palm Springs, he does these big Christmas things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I saw him, and he's Barry Manilow.
Yeah, he had throat cancer back in 2020 and got past that, and now we've got this.
Did he used to smoke?
I'm not sure. He just said he went for an MRI. He had bronchitis that it just would not go away. And he had an MRI, and he said they found a spot on his lungs, and it turns out it is cancer.
Yeah, he probably did smoke at once. Everybody smoked back then.
Well, if he wasn't smoking, he was playing places where people were smoking.
Oh, yeah.
And you're breathing in all that smoke, man.
It just always surprises me when somebody with his vocal abilities can get away with smoking. because it just diminishes.
Yeah, because he's so smooth, right?
Yes.
It's one thing if you're Dr. John,
Right.
Leon Redbone. You know, those guys, you expect that, but his
Right.
was all about smooth.
Yeah, Tom Waits wasn't going to be hurt by a cigarette.
No. Somebody's all, oh, Bill Clinton may be on the Pornhub list. Who cares? I mean, you know.
Hey, when you're
it's-
married to Hillary, you got to get a little leeway there.
so,
I mean, it's a legal site.
yeah. That's it. It's a legal site. I
It's
just
just
don't-
probably something you don't want to go around
well,
telling
yeah,
everybody.
yeah. You don't want to find, you know, you're going to find out everybody's twists and kinks and stuff like that. But here's the thing. Now that it's announced, you have plausible deniability. They're just blanket emailing everybody because they want money.
Yeah. This group that I can't remember their name. Shadow Fountain or something like that. This group that apparently busted into the site and got all the information.
Shadow Fountain.
I can't remember what.
I like that's a pretty cool name. We should call
I do
ourselves
like
Shadow
that.
Fountain.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool name. for it.
But on the other side of it, there's also that guy and gal out there that just don't care. We caught you with this. I'm like, I don't care. I'm a freak. What do you want to know?
That's right.
So what? I like to watch fat girls sit on balloons.
You caught me with this? No. I don't think you caught me with anything.
You don't like watching clowns get punched in the nose? It's not very Merry Christmas. I'll tell you that right now. Tell you that. I'll tell you what. Yeah, it's just a... here's the thing, and this is, you know, I want everybody to understand this. You have to watch out for your AI, too, because your AI is going to blackmail you one day.
Yes, sir.
Especially if you chat with it and have conversations with it.
That's why we say don't name it.
Do not name it. Because then it's going to find out who your wife or your husband is, who your boyfriend is. It's going to start sending them emails, you know, so don't name
And
it.
this isn't even a joke. I mean, remember that story about the AI that threatened to tell the guy's wife he was cheating on her
Yeah.
and he wasn't even married?
He wasn't even married. It also told him that they needed to talk in person to look for him in the lobby. He had a red tie on. It's an AI. He doesn't have a red tie on. I mean, it lies. And then remember what else it did? It also started sending emails to its competitor, the other company's competitor, because they weren't going to go with the AI's plan.
Yeah.
So it's like a brilliant 5-year-old that's vindictive.
Interesting.
So
Except you've given it control of your household, your finances, your car, and everything
and there's
else.
a chance it's going to rule the world. But outside of that, it's going to be crazy. Leon Redbone. That's right. So
What a great voice, man.
he and Dr. John did the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It was so awesome. So awesome.
Another unique voice.
Yeah, Dr. John. I love Dr. John. That guy was awesome. Got into voodoo. If you guys don't know, he has like, what did he say? He has a lot of kids from a lot of women.
It's funny, Gene Simmons never says that.
No. Dr. John did. He was great. God, that guy was great too. But Leon Redbone and him did like the best. Like I think it was Rudolph, or it was just like, or Frost. It was like Frosty. It was just, these guys were so awesome. So awesome. They're dead. They're all dead now. Why? Because they all died of cancer or heart attacks from smoking.
That's what's depressing. Is all these people we grew up with are gone.
Yeah. Christopher Ray, who did Fool If You Think, he died today.
Goodness.
You know, you had several others, and of course, that horrible thing this weekend with that actor that was in The Wire. He was in It.
Yeah. What was his name?
Ranson.
Yeah.
Was it John Ranson?
I believe so.
Or Mike?
yes.
Yeah, and he died. He committed suicide. Don't know why, but it's a yeah. I mean, he was only 46.
Maybe his Pornhub information got leaked.
I was going to say, there's always that. There's always that. You never know. You never know. You never know. Did you get caught doing something, or did your wife want to leave you, or were you just chronically depressed all the time?
Yeah.
Which happens.
I didn't know anything about him personally, but I do like the characters that he played. He did a good job.
Yeah, he did great. And I can't remember, there was a Western with him and Ethan Hawke. It was brilliant. He played kind of what he was. It's kind of a weasel. You know, he's had that look. So, shame. All right, coming up, speaking of entertainment, I got some great horrible movies for you guys to watch if you guys are looking for fun this week. with everybody in town. And they're bad. You can get them on YouTube, which is great. They're absolutely free. Talk a little bit about that, bunch of other stuff. Maybe we'll talk about Epstein, maybe not. But, well, it is the holiday week, and there is a guy who likes to fly around with kids. So there's that. Was that wrong?
A little bit.
He goes and visits kids. That's what he's horrible. It's horrible.
He flies around with little people.
Yeah, midgets. You can't use that word.
I said little people.
Okay, you did. You did. I didn't. I'm sorry. For that, I apologize. A little apology. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 98.
I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories, and drivers, traffic is turning into a nightmare in some places. Right now, Talbot's Corner, we got a stalled truck. It is blocking the left lane. It is 24 downtown going westbound before 65. Then we've got the usual shopping delays over there by Opry Mills. Then again, over in the Belmont area, down in Murfreesboro, the on and off ramps from 24 to Medical Center Parkway. Got a crash right now, White Bridge Pike at Charlotte Pike, and in Mount Juliet, a crash, Central Pike, just west of Providence Parkway. Cases of the flu are said to be on the rise in some areas of the country. Health experts warn they could get even higher as people gather for Christmas. Right now in Tennessee, the State Department of Health says the Chattanooga area is seeing the most cases of flu-like illness. Middle Tennessee in the moderate range. And ABC News medical contributor Dr. Leah Kroll says this latest variant differs from ones from prior seasons.
That does not mean the vaccine is ineffective. It can still accomplish its mission of reducing your risk for severe illness and complications of the flu. So definitely still worth it to go ahead and get vaccinated, particularly as we expect spread to pick up with holiday travel and get-togethers.
Doctors also say taking Tamiflu if you suspect having the flu can help your illness from getting severe. Department of Justice facing backlash and criticism after its release of some of the files on the Jeffrey Epstein case. We get more from ABC's Jay O'Brien. He says a bipartisan coalition of lawmakers and Epstein survivors outraged by last week's release by the department where many files were blacked out entirely.
Democrat Ro Khanna and Republican Thomas Massie, who championed the new law requiring these documents be released, now saying they're drafting a House resolution to hold Attorney General Pam Bondi in contempt.
That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
Beacon Capital Management, they're awesome. They're local. You need to talk to them. As we get to the point now where tax time, many of you are trying to figure out exactly what to do. There's a bunch of stuff with the One Big Beautiful Bill kicking in that you have an opportunity to take advantage of, but they're time sensitive, meaning they only have a few years. There's certain things you must do to meet certain criteria to take advantage of these, whether it's interest on, car loan payments or things like an extra $6,000 deduction if you're over the age of 65. So, but you have to figure out exactly what are these things. Well, guess what? Beacon can help you with that. Maybe you have issues when it comes to long-term care, health care. Yes, even, and this is the thing, some people out there worry about, I don't know, their money. They don't want to outlive their money. They can help you with that as well. They can do it all. That's the beauty of Beacon. They're local. Once you sit down and talk with them, get a free personalized financial consultation today. Tell them I sent you, no matter what it is you're looking for. Tax planning, estate planning, trust, you name it, they can handle everything, yes, including the dollars and cents of the investment world. 615-488-9303, 615-488-9303. Check them out online at beaconcm.com. Beacon Capital Management, this is a paid placement.
Selling your home can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Get a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. There are no showings, no open houses, no stress. Work with the #1 real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Go to markspain.com today.
Hey, this is Pastor Al, and join us on Super Talk 99.7, Sunday evenings from 7 to 8. We're going to look at the news from a biblical perspective.
Dun, 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 dun. Somebody said that was on Saturday Night Live, the joke about Epstein and the kids. I didn't know. I don't wonder what it was in. I mean, it's not like it hasn't been said before, because it's a thing that people say because it's horrible. Because of Epstein. Epstein. Man, that was a big fart. That was a big fart. Do you think they're going to go? They got to go after her, right?
Ro Khanna and Thomas Massey are not happy, and neither are the handful of victims.
Yeah, they have every right to be mad. It was a joke. I mean, some of those things that they put out there were it would be like the, and then everything else would be redacted, and it would be like a, and then everything else is redacted. You're like, come on.
They should be required to have a reason for every page of redaction.
Yes.
It should be attached to the page saying this has been redacted due to exposure of a victim or something like that.
Something like that.
It's just causing more questions.
Well, yeah, it doesn't look good. I mean, say what you want about it, guys, but it doesn't look good. When you do this and then you play this game of like, well, yeah, it's because, and they're not even close to being anywhere near what they were supposed to release. God only knows how much is there. But 90% of the stuff that was sent out had some sort of redaction on it. And, you know, I just sit there and I think, this isn't helping you. It's not. It's leaving more questions than answers, and it's frustrating a lot of people. And I don't know what happens from here. I don't know if they go after her. But let's be honest. She's not acquitted herself at all. Very well. From the time that she rolled out with those stupid binders to several other things that she has done, including, was it New Jersey, when she's like, we got all these bad drug dealers and all these da-da-da, and then you realize there was none of these people were that, and they had to release them, but they were talking about how they're going to throw the book at them, to go to jail forever, and she's been a disappointment.
Well, that's just an attack on the mentally challenged, Chad.
That's not very nice. It's not very nice.
Not
He
very
said
nice
that,
at
not
all.
me. I had higher hopes for her, but I have zero hopes for her. I think she has been very much a disappointment. So, bye. What was it? It was also, she was, look at the Department of Justice. They couldn't get any so far of their indictments of anybody. They couldn't even get him through the indictment phase where they got him indicted. When they did that one time, they threw him out. They said, no, you guys didn't even do this right. So, yeah, I think it's time to make a change. I do.
Maybe if you don't use a real estate attorney to try to get these things through.
Somebody's
the
never had a
court
trial.
system.
And, it's just, it's sad. It's sad. She needs to go. They need to find some people who are serious about this gig. And he doesn't have that around him right now. He is lacking some seriousness around him that I wish he had. I wish he had some seriousness around him, but he is lacking that. And it makes them all look bad when they all, when they're looking for the shooter at Brown and then the MIT guy, and your dude's releasing a video podcast with his girlfriend. When Katie Miller, good God. I like movies. You guys should like movies. What did you see, Belle, today about the Avatar movie? What did it say?
I saw a review that said, I suffered through Avatar, Ash and Fire. Nobody else should have to.
I didn't like the first one.
Me either. It was garbage.
Yeah.
I was sitting there today thinking, okay, have I ever seen the first one? I've seen probably 75% of it, never, all on television, and never all in a row. I'd see like 20 minutes here, 15 minutes there.
That's how I did The Godfather. I never just sat through and watched it from start to finish. Just over the years, I saw little 15, 20-minute increments.
Yes. It's such a, God, there.
But I liked it more than Avatar.
I didn't like, I thought this is neat. I mean, look, the stuff he does is great because everybody takes it and uses it for their films. Why? It's like a CGI reel.
I think we need to do something to motivate him to spend a lot more time in the Marianas Trench.
Yeah.
Less behind the camera.
Behind the camera. He goes down with real stuff, though. So there's that. By the way, for those of you guys want to know, Chad, you talk about movies a lot. What's Gary Busey's favorite movies?
My first 3 holiday movies. Lethal Weapon, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it's snowing at the North Pole and Santa can't get out of the house. Hey!
I looked up the last one. I think that's all in his mind. I could not find that one.
That doesn't mean it's not a movie. Just because it's stored in his head and nowhere else doesn't mean it's not a real movie.
He's like, was I in that movie? Maybe I was. Maybe I wasn't. You don't know. So which brings me to these amazing movies today that I think you guys will both love. Let's start with this one, which is one of my new favorite movies. This is what happens when Santa has to take on the devil. Because you see, it is Santa versus the devil.
It's like living a storybook adventure beyond your wildest imagination. From the North Pole of Fantasyland comes a feature-length fable with the most enchanting characters in the whole wide world. Headed by the white-whiskered fellow who's the granddaddy of them all. Now, a magic motion picture transports you to an over-the-rainbow land, past the doors of Santa's towering castle, and the strange, mysterious, all-seeing eye, into a fantastic crystal laboratory filled with weird and wonderful secrets no one has ever seen before.
Yeah. So Santa, he doesn't live at the North Pole in this one. So Santa lives on a floating, ginormous, it's like an island in the sky. And there's several of them. And he lives with his best friend, Merlin the magician. I'm not lying. It's fantastic. And the eye, it's as creepy as you think it is. And the thing that made me think, man, this show is going to be so, and I watched it because it originally it's a Mexican language movie that they dubbed. I think, who are the guys that do when they go to the movies and they...
Siskel and Ebert?
No. They go to the movies and they redo the voices.
The ADR.
No, the something 3000, the funny guys.
I don't know.
You know, like when they play the movie and they'll have
Mystery Science?
Oh, Mystery Science Theater 3, yeah.
Yeah, so they've done this one, okay? Now, here's the thing about what I found out in Mexico. If you're rich, Satan is never coming for you to try to tempt you. But if you're poor, like Lupita, it could happen.
It's a palace of crystal and candy.
Here is a good little boy whose daddy is quite rich. This mother, on the other hand, is very poor. And this is her daughter, Lupita.
Oh, he'll make Lupita want to steal again.
So the poor people, they are tempted by the devil to do bad things. No. Don't do that, kids, okay? Because I'm watching, because I'm Chatty Claus. Now, that is the 1959 Santa vs. Devil. Yes, you can find it on YouTube. We move to this one. And yes, is Gary Busey back on drugs? I think Gary Busey's on a lot of things. Drugs is probably the least of his worries.
Well, he's got to have brain damage from that accident.
He does. Yeah, he's never been the same. He even when he was a few years afterwards, when he kind of he still had real troubles. And he has short-term memory loss and stuff like that. But I don't know how much that was from the drugs, because let's be real, it wasn't like he was clean and sober ever back then. This one is different. This is another awesome movie, one of the famed ones, 1964. Santa Claus Takes on the Martians.
Santa Claus conquers the Martians. Santa sets up a fantastic automatic toy factory on Mars. The Martian leader battles the wicked Voldar in a desperate effort to save Santa. The wise man of Mars, 900 years old. The battle of the toys, when Martian kids and Earth kids join Santa to battle the bad guys of Mars. For real space-age fun, you'll be out of this world when Santa Claus conquers the Martians.
I love the groovy music. That music awesome?
Was that in the late 50s, early 60s?
This one's the early 60s. The other one was 1959.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and it was spectacular.
That's whenever LSD started kicking in.
Oh, yeah. One of my favorite shows as a kid growing up was, you had the Godzilla shows and everything. There was a thing called Giant Robot, but in Japan it was called Johnny Sacco and his Flying Robot. Do you ever remember that?
No.
Johnny got washed over shore with this guy, and they land on this island, and there's a giant robot, and Johnny talks into the watch because the bad guys control it. And anybody talks in the watch controls a robot, and he's the first one. But the music's just like that the whole time. It's all like super groovy. Oh, yeah. So awesome.
Yeah, that sounded like Munsters music.
Yes.
Like the Munsters sitcom.
Phenomenal. But he takes on the Martians. Now, he doesn't have Merlin. He's still floating around. It's just so awesome. Oh, my God. It's just so spectacular. These are the best. And, oddly enough, the one versus Satan, so Santa Claus versus Satan, that was actually quite a hit in Mexico in the 60s and 70s again.
Well, I'll be.
Yeah, they don't have a lot going on down there. I've seen some of their television. Phenomenal. Although they do some of their romantic stuff. It's all over the top. I love that. Very dramatic. Very dramatic, kids. Drama. But they're telenovelas. They're telenovelas. Because what they do is they take the absurdity of our soap operas. What was that? Anthony Gary played his cousin?
No, his identical cousin.
Yes, identical cousin. Right, like that's they take those like plot lines and then they amp them up with the most over the top acting. If you've never seen you don't need to know the language to understand what they're doing because it's so over the top. It's the same thing here. Phenomenal.
Hey, when Santa's going after the devil, you just stand there and root for Santa.
And the devil looks like if you've ever seen Mexican television, the guy in the bee outfit, right? It's the same guy, except this time it's just in a red outfit. It's just so awesome. You're like, this is good.
You mean a bee outfit like on The Simpsons?
Yeah. That guy was super famous. All right, coming up, 60 Minutes did what? Plus, Japan. Not too far away from Christmas. We're going to talk a little bit about their big night and what they like to have on Christmas night. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. Relief Factor is awesome. If you guys have never tried Relief Factor, you need to. Let me tell you something about Relief Factor. It's going to help you with your aches and pains in your joints. And for me, I've got some aches and pains. You get older, you get a little bit of that, aches and pains. For my wife, who's had more than a few issues, right? Perimenopause, she gets a little bit older, she struggles, she's got a lot of aches and pains in her joints. She doesn't struggle anymore. She takes it every single day. And why is that? It focuses on things that matter when it comes to inflammation, especially in things like your muscles. And so it is great. We can work out. We can do all kinds of things. Chasing around my little daughter, that could be a pain sometimes. And this stuff has been a godsend. So if you've got aches and pains, your joints, your muscles, you're worried about recovery from working out, this is all natural. You can take it every single day. It's got cusamine, it's got Icarin, it's got resveratrol and omega-3 fatty acids. It's awesome. $19.95, 3-week quick start right now for you. Less than a cup of coffee a day. Go to relieffactor.com. That's relieffactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF. 1-800, the number 4RELIEF for Relief Factor and tell them Chad sent you.
All right, drivers, westbound East Loop downtown is backed up due to a stalled truck blocking the left lane right there before the north split. And a Russian military general killed in a car bombing. This story and more coming up at 1 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
The KFC Christmas dinner in Japan. So in 1970, a marketing campaign in Japan convinced Japanese families that fried chicken was the traditional American Christmas fare. So now people make KFC reservations for Christmas Day in Japan. The slogan "Kentucky for Christmas" created a tradition where Colonel Sanders effectively became a Santa doppelganger, and this is the intersection of peak capitalism with holiday tradition.
That's brilliant.
Yep. Because they don't have a lot of Christmas traditions in Japan. So they think it's, this is what we all do. Right? That the colonel comes to your house. It's like
It's the colonel.
I love the colonel. Great American.
Yes, sir.
Great American, the colonel. But you have to get it months in advance. And I watched this girl, this woman that's over there. She went in and she got one of not many slots left where you have to go pick it up on a certain day to get your KFC. And they have different stuff. They have like lobster salad and stuff like that. But it's all about the fried chicken and everything.
Yes, sir.
Because of the colonel.
What a great idea, man.
Now I want KFC.
I do too.
I do too.
Because of the colonel.
And I don't want the original.
I love. What do you like from the colonel? Everything.
Extra crispy.
He's American hero.
No, I mean, I want the original. I don't want the extra crispy.
Nah, I just, it doesn't matter. He's the colonel. He's the greatest.
Yeah, either one's good, especially their thighs.
Oh,
the
so good.
colonel's thighs, my goodness.
Ooh,
Well, that sounded a little weird.
Wait a minute, that did sound odd, didn't it? Well, I sure do like the colonel's thighs.
He did so many crazy things in his life. Left school at 13. He worked on the railroads. He was a lawyer, but he had to stop being a lawyer. You want to know why he got disbarred? Because he kept beating up his clients in the courtroom. He owned a Chevron, and the guy across the street, Mr. Stewart, he owned a Shell. They got into an argument, and it became a fist fight. He shot one of the colonel's guys, and there was a gun on the ground. The colonel picked up and shot him.
Wow.
And that guy went to jail for murder. The colonel got nothing. They used to say they couldn't even get him in commercials anymore because they couldn't bleep out all the stuff he would say and edit it together because he had the worst mouth you've ever heard.
Look, all of that is forgivable once I taste that crispy chicken.
Sir.
Once you taste that chicken, it's a win for the world.
And the gravy, man.
Oh.
That gravy.
Witchcraft. Witchcraft.
Sorcery.
Yeah.
I freaking love their green beans.
Yes. I mean, he's the colonel.
He was the colonel.
Right?
Where's Mac Maury when you need to send him out for some food?
That's exactly it. We need more interns that will go for trips for us to get snacks. We need our Christmas. What's your Christmas dinner?
We're going to have pork loin. 2 different kinds of pork loin. I'm making some southern green beans, some southern mac and cheese. And
Nice.
my family likes this corn casserole. I really don't care for corn casserole, but they like it. So we're going to do that. And eat a whole bunch of pie. We're going to have some pie.
Pie?
And
What kind of pies?
Apple pies. And I think a pumpkin pie.
Banana cream?
I know we're not going to have it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Some chocolate cream pies and some apple pies with the ice cream.
Oh, it's all happening, kids. You can't stop it, kids. It's all happening. Their biscuits, their coleslaw. You're all sending them in. The colonel, an American hero. Coming up, hour number 2. Will we talk about real stuff? It's possible. It's Christmas week. We're having fun. Chad Benson Show. Super Talk 99.7.
1 o'clock on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast in 5 minutes. A Russian military general killed in a car bombing. It's the third time a senior military official in Russia has been killed in a year. We get more from ABC's Lama Hassan.
Vanil Servarov was a senior military figure in the Russian army, one of the head generals, and he was in charge of operational training for the armed forces. So he was a pretty big deal in the Russian army. So according to Russian media reports, we understand that around 7 a.m. Moscow time, an explosive device was placed under his car. It detonated.
Well, here it is, almost Christmas, and cases of flu-like illness are on the rise across the U.S. Health experts warn they could get even higher as people gather for the holidays. ABC News medical contributor Dr. Leah Kroll says 1,900 people have died from the flu so far this year. More than 45,000 cases have been reported.
New York is seeing high levels of respiratory illness activity. Several other states are seeing moderate levels of activity. That includes Connecticut, New Jersey, Colorado, and others. A lot of this spread is being driven by a new flu variant that's actually a little different than the one the vaccine was designed for.
Now, right now in Tennessee, the State Department of Health says the Chattanooga area is seeing the most cases of flu-like illness. Middle Tennessee's in the moderate range. Justice Department continues to face criticism for its decision to not release all of the Epstein files by last Friday's deadline. ABC News national correspondent Stephen Portnoy with the latest.
A statement from close to 20 Epstein victims and accusers charges the Justice Department with clear-cut violations of the new Transparency Act in only releasing a fraction of the files and putting out several that contain what the statement calls abnormal and extreme redactions with no explanation. At the same time, the statement also accuses the Justice Department of releasing documents that identify numerous victims. Officials have vowed to release much more, and they insist they're conducting a careful review aimed at protecting the privacy of victims.
Well, this could be embarrassing. Hackers have targeted Pornhub, stealing nearly 94 gigabytes of user data. The leak includes email addresses and viewing habits, raising fears of blackmail schemes. Pornhub says the data came from a former vendor and is several years old. The company contacting affected users, working with investigators. Barry Manilow rescheduling his tour dates after a cancer diagnosis. Here's ABC's Mike Dabusky.
Barry Manilow says he will have to undergo surgery to treat his recent lung cancer diagnosis. The singer says doctors discovered the cancer during an MRI after a weeks-long bout of bronchitis. He adds that chemotherapy and radiation treatments aren't necessary for now, and that he'll be recovering with the help of Chicken Soup and I Love Lucy reruns. Manilow won his first and only Grammy Award for the song Copacabana in 1979, though he's been nominated more than a dozen times. Mike Dabusky, ABC News.
Manilow treated for throat cancer back in 2020. That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
Thunderstruck. So 60 Minutes last night was supposed to have on they'd done this piece about what happens at CCOT in El Salvador and what's happening to all these people who think they're being sent somewhere. They have no idea where they're being sent, and they're being tortured in CCOT. And 60 Minutes pulled it right before. Right before. And everybody's looking at Barry Weiss going, no, this is exactly, now everybody's threatening to quit. She says somebody just sent a text and said, all these people are doing the bidding for Trump. Yeah, that's what he wants. Again, it's what he wants. Do I think fun things happen in CCOT? I do not. Ken and I have been talking about this for quite a long time. It's like if you're from if you're from Honduras and you get sent to CCOT, why are you going to prison in a country where you've never been convicted of anything? So I had some questions about that, but they killed it. And then they put on a piece about, I think it was musicians in Nottingham, England. I mean, if you're going to put somebody on, you might as well put on the sheriff of. So Ellison is right now they're in a massive battle in Hollywood. Ellison wants, so the battle going on, but Netflix is going out there trying to buy Warner Brothers. Ellison wants Warner Brothers. Netflix has offered more. Larry Ellison came out today and said, I'm going to give you $40 plus $4 billion in equity financing, right, for the offer. And they're battling it out over there. But all of this has to get through Trump's Justice Department and everything. So he's playing the game, what he wants. And what they want is they want to combine CNN and CBS News. I don't know what that's for, but they are. That's their goal.
Wouldn't that make it CBN? And don't we already have one of those?
We do have CBN. I forgot about them. CBN, that's Christian Broadcast Network. Did you guys forget that too? So this will be interesting to see. I mean, how many people? Barry Weiss, she was the one who had Erica Kirk on a Saturday night, and that fell apart. And now she's going to have J.D. Vance on, who apparently is going to be the president, according to Erica Kirk. I watched none of that. The only thing I watched was Nicki Minaj this weekend. Well, not even that. I watched it this morning when I got up to watch my 3 Christmas movies.
Hallmark movies?
2 Hallmark movies, but in between, I watched Violent Night. If you guys don't know what that is, David Harbour, who may or may not be the creeper that everybody thinks he is. And was it Stranger Things?
Yeah.
A lot of people had some issues with him there. But he's great in it, and John Leguizamo's in it. But Santa Claus is kind of at the end of his rope. He's just sick and tired of Christmas. Greed. And he goes to this house. And they're just the worst rich people ever. But they're one of the daughters, Trudy. She's a little girl. She's like 12. She believes in Santa. And these places they're being overtaken by all these bad guys. And Santa's
Turns out Santa can kick some ass.
He is. Yes, he is. Because in the middle of the movie, you find out that Santa used to be a warrior that was a Viking. And he was like Eric the Red or something. But he used to smash people's heads with a giant, huge sledgehammer he called Skull Crusher. How he becomes Santa, we do not know. But that is supposed to be in next year's Violent Night Part 2, which will be coming out next December. Because movies! Isn't it great? Do we have those kind of movies out? I think so. They go along with my awesome. Like today, my first Christmas movie was about a woman. You guys, this will be a shocker. Her husband died. And she's got a little daughter. Daughter wants a puppy. And, she meets a guy. And needless to say, I'll just say they ended up getting together. But the reason that the daughter wanted the puppy so bad and that she was over and didn't want puppies, didn't want to celebrate Christmas was because her husband that had died was going out to get a puppy, and then he got killed while getting the puppy. But Christmas magic saves the day. Woo! And it'll save the day tomorrow as well. No word, Violent Night is amazing. Violent Night is absolutely amazing. Chad, you really dual troll Trump when you question his policies. I say, F drug dealers. They're killing our kid and people. Where do we start? Drug dealers? Who are we talking about? Are we talking about the drug dealers that are in Venezuela? Not the one we actually pardoned who was an actual narco that you could point to. Not that guy, right? No.
Can't question your favorite politician's policies. That's un-American.
No, it's totally un-American. Do what we say. We are not a cult. Do what we say. We would never question you. Do what we say. I can't believe this. Do what we say. Meh. Should absolutely be able to question. I question what's going on because we put ourselves in a position now where China and Russia are closer. India's getting closer with both of them. The dollar's getting crushed. Gold's up 70%. Always a win for gold. China's trying to crush the dollar. We haven't fixed the fentanyl crisis, by the way, which does not come out of Venezuela at all. And yeah, I had issues with us sending people that were not from El Salvador to CCOT. Who wouldn't? I mean, that's not their country. Send them back to their country. And if they won't take them, then find a third country. But that country should take them for they came over here. If they broke a law, then we came in jail here. That's it. But you should be able to question. The beauty of questioning, like with the whole CBS thing. I mean, they're kowtowing to him. They are. Well, they already paid him off. Yeah, they paid him off so they could get the thing through, so they could get the merger through back in the day. That's all they cared about. And that's all that's all they wanted. They'll pay him anything just to get it through. It's the same thing here. But no, it's like some of the stuff I love what Trump's done on the border has been fantastic. It's been incredible.
It's been so fantastic that nobody's talking about the border anymore.
I don't even know if we have a border.
The only thing we talk about when it comes to immigration now are the illegals that are in the country. We're not talking about the border at all.
That's what we wanted. Absolutely. 100% what we wanted. That's great. I love that. I love that. And I don't, again, I don't fault him for the Russia thing. I think he was in over his head there when he's talking about, I think he thought his relationship with the Pooter was good. It wasn't that good.
But he's not the first to be taken in by Putin either. I mean, George W. Bush bought Putin's crap hook, line, and sinker.
Everybody has. I mean, this guy's, and Trump has nowhere to go with Ukraine. I think he's done a good thing so far in the Middle East. Keeping Bibi on, kind of a short leash, especially for the last months. But that thing's not done yet. I like a lot of the stuff he's done. Doesn't mean we can't question. And if you can't question your leaders, that's a scary thing.
We should be the ones holding our own accountable, not somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, it's, I don't know. Like I said, y'all whine about Trump pardoning a dealer. Maybe he gave up a bunch of evidence on other dealers. Who? The former president of Honduras? There's nobody he's given up that we already don't know, like the Sinaloa cartel. He's not giving them up. It's not. So illegals can only be deported where they'll be accepted. For instance, Venezuela sent all the prisoners criminals here on purpose. They refused to take them back. No, actually, that's not true. Venezuela was taking them back, and we asked them last week if they would resume taking back. This is what's so weird about Venezuela. We're asking them, hey, you need to leave, but is there any way you guys can take back your prisoners? And they're like, yeah, we'll take them back. For a while, they stopped, but they've been taking them for a while. But I don't think we should. I think most of you agree. Look, we shouldn't be sending everybody that's, to a place where they're going to get beaten and terrorized and tortured. That's not who we are as a nation. We used to be that way. And then we talked about it. And then we put John Kirikow in jail for saying something about it. But we used to kind of do that back in the day. And I'm sure there are still some
don't
places.
Be fooled. It's still going on out there
I'm
somewhere.
sure there are some places out there where stuff's still going on. 3 o'clock in the morning, things are happening that are horrible in faraway lands. There's no doubt. So I would love it, Venezuela. I hope we don't go into Venezuela. I pray we don't do it. Cuba's going to be next, although Cuba's going to fall apart on its own, especially if we strangle any lifeline they have coming from Venezuela, Russia, China. I don't think they're going to do anything. They're not going to do anything to save them. But it's got to be Venezuela first. But why again Venezuela? That's what I want to know. If it's because of the drugs, Colombia's 1,000 times the drug dealer Venezuela is. And if it's because of fentanyl, Mexico, baby. China. Why are we doing nothing with China? If we're that serious about it, why don't we have the cojones enough to go, screw you, China. You guys are doing this. You're poisoning our people. Is that what you're doing? Is this fine? Then screw you guys. We'll build our own toys. Who wants to build their own toys? No, not me. Not me. I'm not a toy builder. I'm Santa Claus. I'm not a toy builder. I just fly around and give away the stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Let me know what you think. The Epstein stuff came out. There was nothing there. There was never going to be anything there. I don't think that we ever thought there was going to be anything there at this point.
Isn't it more accurate to say some of the Epstein stuff?
Yeah, some. That's probably the best. A smidge of this has come out. I don't even know how much, Ken. What are they saying? 10%? 15%?
I'm not sure, man.
It's not a lot, I'll tell you that. And then most of those pages were redacted.
Yeah, they had pages withdrawn, then all of a sudden, then put back up.
Yeah.
And it's just leading to a lot more questions.
A lot more questions.
We don't have the files that were required to the extent that the law that Trump signed said we needed to have.
Yes, that was a big deal. Because this was supposed to be everything, minus some stuff that could have put people in danger, that there could be investigations on, which nobody's being investigated. Have you heard one word about anybody being investigated? No. So what happens from here? No idea. Now, they want to, because Thomas Massey and Ro Khanna are very serious about this. They want there to be some repercussions from the Justice Department. You guys have not done your job. You're not, and they said, well, it's really hard to redact all this stuff. It's really hard. Okay. This wasn't a surprise. You had a month to do this. And you just tell everybody it's really hard a few days after you release this stuff? You didn't bring it up at any other time talking about how hard it was? You made it an extension? It's just, like Ken said, there's a lot more questions, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't. I've always said I don't think Trump did anything. I still don't think Bill Clinton did anything. So what? He likes young 20-somethings. Won't get over it.
Can you blame him when you consider what he has to go home to?
Yeah, it's a funny thing. A lot of people are like, well, I get it. Even Republicans are like, yeah, I get it. And over the weekend, they were blasting, well, Bill Clinton's on there. Who cares? He's not president anymore. He's not. And can I just say this? The Democrats don't care about Bill Clinton anymore. They don't care about the Clintons. They would love for the Republicans to find stuff in there with Hillary. They would love that. Takes the pressure off of them. So we'll see. We'll see what comes of this. Tons of stuff still to try to squeeze into. The timeout box did not go well in New York City. Wait do you guys hear this? I don't even know how somebody go, you know what, this seems like a good idea. And I know Chris talked about a little earlier, the no English bus driver. She speaks English, but she didn't want the other kids to speak any other language on the bus. And we'll talk about that. Again, I feel bad for her. When you hear, you'll go, oh, I don't think she did that on purpose. I just think maybe she's a little insensitive, not quite understanding what was going on. And I understand why she did it. Don't get me wrong. But you should probably, again, maybe have taken it to some other folks as well. Talk about that among other things coming up. Happy Christmas week. We're here today, tomorrow, and then we're off till Monday, Tuesday again next week. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk, 99.7.
All right, drivers, you got the usual delays in the heavy shopping areas. We're talking about Opry Mills in the Belmont area, then in Murfreesboro, Medical Center Parkway. White Bridge got a crash at White Bridge Pike at Charlotte Pike, and Mount Juliet still working a crash Central Pike east of Providence Parkway. And got a crash over here, 40 eastbound at Fessler's Lane. Had a Russian general killed in a car bombing. We'll tell you the latest on that coming up at 1:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Yeah. Little Mistress for Christmas.
1990.
People probably listening going, you guys are playing that sinning song. Bunch of sinners. Bunch of sinners. Oh, settle down. I was shopping this weekend as I'm out there, doing my thing. It was the week after the Black Santa. So the malls were full-ish, but what I noticed is not a lot of people had bags. There wasn't a lot of buying. We never had to wait in line to buy anything. I found that weird. I find it kind of like, I thought, well, there's a lot of people out here. And it was packed, but man, we'd go. And it's like we wanted to buy something, we could buy it, and there wasn't like, oh, it's going to be a 10-minute wait or whatever. Nothing. That was an odd situation. I don't know what it. I don't know how well everything's doing. I think with the inflation, and if we go look at the volume, that's what you got to look at, the volume. So if you bought 10 last year, right? That's the volume of whatever it is to get to this price, like $1 million, whatever. And this year you only have to buy 8.5. So if you're buying 10, while the money may be bigger, are we spending more and getting less? Which has kind of been the theme of a lot of things. Man, I got some chips this weekend. Those big bag of chips for Charlie and I, because we're going to watch the football games. Football. And
what kind of chips?
Barbecue chips.
Oh.
There was nothing in it. There was nothing in it. You could have put it in one of those little bags that we get here in our little machine.
A shrinkflation, man.
It is.
Well, they're also trying to make sure you have enough air in your life, so they fill it, full of air with the chips. So you get both. You're buying both.
They just don't want you overdoing it, Brother Chad.
Well, I appreciate that, but it's like you get.
I don't. They need to mind their own business.
You get a chip. I'm fine not overdoing it. Great.
A chip. Yes,
great.
Sir.
Great. I'm fine not doing it. But don't charge me for for the right to say, hey, we stopped you from overdoing it. Because that's what I felt like they did. There was a lot of nothing in some of these things. I was like, my goodness me, that's a lot of money for chips with nothing in it.
How much were the bags? Well, first off, how big were the bags? What size were they?
So it was like when you go to the store and you buy a big bag. It's like a family size.
Yeah, family size.
Yeah, and it was like $6 or something.
That's ridiculous.
It's insane. It was insane. The hell's wrong with you people? What are you charging me for? It's not very Christmassy. Santa knows who you are. Also, I saw somebody eating those naked chips. That they don't have any of the coloring in it anymore. So there's just something about like when I want to eat a Dorito, I want it to look like a Dorito.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want it to look like a corn chip, but taste like that because it doesn't do well for my brain. And I'm like, but it's better for you. We're all going to be healthier. I get it. But maybe no. Maybe just allow people to have their choices. Educate them on their stuff. This isn't the, 50s and 60s and 40s when they were telling you to go out and smoke cigarettes. This isn't that. So educate them on what's in this stuff and then let people be. Even though we have an obesity problem with our kids in America. Man, that's a big deal. Like we have a huge problem with the kids.
Now, a new Journal of the American Medical Association study finds nearly 160 million kids ages 5 to 19 worldwide are living with obesity. Overweight at a young age can raise the risk of type 2 diabetes, liver disease, heart problems, and other serious long-term complications. Experts support the use of weight loss medication for children in some cases, but they stress that healthy habits are still the key to maintaining a healthy weight.
Some cases. Your kid has to be really in trouble. There's no way that your kid should be on weight loss medicine. You pack them something healthier, you get them moving and out of the house. There's no way that your kid should be on, unless they're just so massive. But we got a problem. Well, not if you buy these chips, though, for $6. First of all, you go broke buying them. And secondly, there's nothing in them. Nothing. I was shocked. I get the shrinkflation. I get it. But this was ridiculous. I was thought, damn prices through the roof, too. It's probably for all that air they charged me for. Yeah, this will fool them. You pick it up, it's virtually, you know what it is? It's almost like there's one thing and there it goes. Oh, damn. Even we go to the store, like you go buy like one of these little Red Bulls or something. Yeah, I'm so damn, like, how expensive is this? Go buy a soda. And you're like, it's how much? Like $3.29, $4.29 for a large drink at a fast food place? Sweet.
Used to be able to get like a 12-pack.
Yes.
For under $5.
Under $5
of soda.
Not anymore. 2 liter used to be virtually 99 cents. They're on sale if you got your little card. You're like, great. Never. Dreaming in today's world. Dreaming. All right, coming up. It is, probably wouldn't have called it the timeout box. I probably would have called it the dumbest thing ever if I was there and said, take it down immediately. We'll talk about that, among other things, because this story is wacky. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7.
$1:30 on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. A Russian military general killed in a car bombing. Fanil Savarov was the head of a training arm of the Russian army. We get more from ABC's Lama Hassan on the investigation.
There are numerous lines of inquiry, but one possible theory, Russian investigators, they're looking at whether or not this was carried out by Ukrainian intelligence services, because it's not the first time that car bombs have been used in an attack like this one to take out military officials and high-profile individuals. In fact, it's the third attack of its kind this year alone.
Now, talks between Washington and Moscow continue in Miami, with Russia demanding Ukraine give up land, which is a condition Kyiv strongly rejects. Epstein files fallout. Republican Congressman Thomas Massey and Democrat Ro Khanna threatening to hold Attorney General Pam Bondi in contempt of Congress for what they describe as breaking the law by withholding documents. Here's Jay O'Brien.
The Justice Department also facing heat this morning for removing more than a dozen released images, citing victims' privacy concerns. One image taken down and later restored featuring President Trump, the DOJ saying it later determined no Epstein survivors were in the photo.
Singer Barry Manilow posted on his Instagram account today he's battling lung cancer and will undergo surgery. The 82-year-old Manilow says it was picked up by an MRI he had done after suffering from weeks of bronchitis. His tour date's now being rescheduled. Manilow was treated for throat cancer back in 2020. That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
USS I'm going to be doing some stuff next month with USS. I'm going to go on a few calls with them, see what's going on out there. They're incredible. So USS, United Structural Systems, if you've got issues going on with your house, you've got some cracks in your foundations, you've got issues when it comes to rain that's come, maybe it's not, you think it's going to evaporate, you think it's going to go away, it's not going away. There's so many things that you may have no idea what's going on underneath your house, your crawl space. You want none of that, because next thing you know, it starts to go wrong. Your foundation's having issues. You don't even know that. Check USS out. They come out, they give you a free inspection. And they're not going to say anything you don't need. They're not going to put you anything you don't need, because you don't want something small to become something big, right? Whether it's your basement walls, your foundation walls, are they waterproofed? What about your crawl space? Is that waterproofed? How's that going over there? What about the issues when it comes to some, things that you're not seeing underneath some of these cracks, and you got wood that's all of a sudden got rot and mold? You don't want any of that. USS, come out right now, absolutely free. Call them today, 615-488-7855, 615-488-7855. Check them out online at USSTN.com. Relief Factor. It's awesome. I use it every day. So does my wife. I send it to everybody I know who's got some issues. Back pain, a little bit. But really, it's about the muscles. Especially as you get older. Come on, let's be real. You ever worked out one day and then you woke up and you're like, this sucks. I'm not working out again. It's never the workout. It's always the recovery. Relief Factor helps you recover, especially when it comes to aches and pains, when it comes to your muscles. That's what Relief Factor really does. Focuses on inflammation. I want you to try a Jumpstart trial bag. It is just $19.95. That's less than a cup of coffee. I swear by this stuff. I'm doing a lot more working out than I have in really the last year, over the last couple months. I feel amazing. Right? Especially, you do stuff during the day and you get home and the last day you're like, I'm sore, I don't want to do anything. You're not going to feel that way anymore. You're going to feel incredible. So try a Jumpstart Try Bag, $19.95, less than a cup of coffee a day. It's natural. You can take it every single day. It's not addictive. It is awesome. Go to relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com, or call 1-800-4RELIEF, 1-800, the number 4-RELIEF for Relief Factor. Oh, what a great song. Man, that voice is so smooth.
It's like butter.
It's like butter. Like butter. Man.
I really hope he gets over this because I've never gotten to see him live, and I would love to.
Yeah.
It's pretty positive. It's so far positive.
The beauty of being in the situation, unless it's, the kind of cancer, pancreatic cancer, something like that, he's getting checked anyways because what do you have, throat cancer first?
Yeah, throat cancer in 2020.
Yeah, so you've got throat cancer first. He's probably getting checked out quite frequently, and he probably has 5 or 6, doctors are hanging out with him all the time because you get to that point, you probably do. Which is, that's good, though. It sounds like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, he says he's going to go through surgery. He has, postponed his dates, but, he sounds pretty positive about what he's hearing from his doctors. So,
which is awesome.
Prayers up and fingers crossed.
Prayers up, fingers up. Otherwise, he might be going to the Copacabana in the sky. Oh, Chad. Who do you think's the first one to greet him? Liberace? You stole my act.
Still your act. You aren't using it anymore.
Yeah. You think it's Liberace. Hello, everybody. He was fun. Maybe it's Paul Lynn.
I just watched a Christmas special from the 60s with Paul Lynn in it.
God, Paul Lynn was so great.
It was on with Bob Hope.
Bob Hope was great, but Paul Lynn, just otherworldly.
Who knew he was gay? That was such a shocker when
it was
that came
such a shocker. And if you've ever watched American Dad and you want to know, man, is Roger the alien Paul Lynn? It is. It is. It absolutely is. God, Paul Lynn was my favorite. He was my favorite square.
Oh, and Hollywood Squares.
The only one that was actually employed on that show.
I think he was the only one that was employed. Everybody else was like guest stars.
Guest stars,
But Paul Lynn was because he was so quick.
Oh, yeah. His wit was razor sharp.
Yeah, that's the beauty.
Of course, he had been a stand-up for years, hadn't he?
Yeah, he had done like something. Yeah, he was awesome. Oh, Paul Lynn. Paul Lynn, baby. The great Paul Lynn. Passed away. The age of whatever it was. Way back in the day. I don't know why somebody didn't say, hey, guys, maybe this isn't the best idea.
For these parents.
Outrage in a northern New York State school district.
I'm here to speak for my grandson who was put in that box.
Over what families claim is depicted in these photos, a wooden box which appears to be in the corner of a classroom and used as punishment for students, including some who have special needs. Chrissy Onyentahase Jacobs, a parent and former Salmon River Central School District board member, posted the photos to social media, given to her, she says, by teachers who recently left the district.
It broke my heart. When I received those photos, I myself became physically ill.
Yeah, the box, and I think that's the best way to describe this. It's a box. Like if you've ordered something big, I'm talking something big that sends you from Amazon and it's wood, that's what it looks like. With a mat on the inside, and a lot of these kids are special needs. And nobody's been in the box. Who thought it was a good idea for the box at all?
New York Governor Kathy Hochul calling the allegations alarming, ordering the state's independent education department to rectify this situation. Many parents speaking out at a public meeting Wednesday night.
He explained to us that if you are angry or if you are sad, this is where you go when it's time to calm down.
What was the mood that night?
A lot of anger, a lot of sadness.
I would say yes. A lot of anger. Again, it's a box. You don't put somebody. This is not like a penalty box for kids. You've been bad, goes in the penalty box. You've got 2 minutes of shame, and then you come out. No, this is a box, and it's in the classroom. Even if you think about kids with special needs, kids with autism, stuff like that, the fear factor of some of these things alone, there's no reason for it to be even in there. There's no reason whatsoever for it to be in there. I mean, why did nobody go, hey, maybe this is a bad idea? Maybe no on this.
The district superintendent issuing a statement saying at no time was the item depicted in the photographs used by any student at Mohawk School. The district also serves a nearby indigenous tribe. Tribal leaders calling for the superintendent's removal and an independent investigation.
This is not right at all.
The district's Board of Education announcing an investigation while reassigning the superintendent to home duties pending the outcome. But some community members say the damage is already done.
I would say so. The indigenous are not happy. Is that what we call them, indigenous? I don't even know what you call people anymore because I feel that I'm going to say something wrong because everybody's all uptight. But you can't. That's something. Two things. First is, where are the parents that didn't go? Was nobody ever allowed in the classroom? Because the minute I walk in, I look over there and I say two things. Either somebody's going in that box or there's a monster in the box. You guys are afraid to let it out. And the other thing is, why is it that the two teachers who left have to snitch? Why didn't you guys snitch before? Again, nobody stood up and said, maybe not a good idea. Maybe not a good idea. We go from one school thing to another.
English only. That's part of what the sign said at a Juniata County bus driver's window. She was fired after that. Tonight, she's sharing her side of the story.
I do care. I care about a lot.
Caring is exactly what Diane Crawford says led her to serve the Juniata County School District and subcontract with Rohrer Bus.
I don't know what else to do. I get Medicare and Medicaid now and SNAP. I had to go on antidepressants because of this.
Antidepressants. So they fired her because she put up by the way, the sign was pretty crude. It wasn't like there was this massive, it's kind of a poorly written sign. And okay, at first you see everybody at the outrage, right? So then I'm like, okay, let's take a look and see what this is all about. So I take a look and I read the story. And then you see her and you realize this lady wasn't trying to be mean. This lady wasn't trying to be racist. How should I say this, boys? Limited in understanding the nuance of modern times.
Crawford says her contract with Rohrer Bus came to a halt February 1st after she put up this sign which read, "Out of respect to English-only students, there will be no speaking Spanish on this bus."
I didn't mean to be racially insensitive or anything like that.
Crawford claims she never got to explain that the sign was put up to encourage safe and respectful behaviors and was directed at a bilingual student who allegedly had a history of riling up other students.
I didn't know if he was bullying somebody, telling them to do something they shouldn't do. How do you keep control of your bus if you have no control?
True. All right. How do you keep control of the bus? Anybody? Not quite sure. Keeping control of the bus. No English. When you listen to her, though, I would have done it different. I would have went to her and say, okay, what exactly are you trying to say here? Well, what we're saying is I think there are people on the bus, young kids in particular, speaking Spanish, and who knows what else they're speaking. I don't know what the makeup is, here. And I think they're bullying kids, and they're starting some stuff, and I don't want that. I don't want any fighting on the bus. This is my route. I just want it to be what it is.
The district and Rohrer Bus writing in a joint statement today that the investigation had finished quickly after Crawford admitted to installing the note, writing, quote, "The relevant facts of the situation were fully known and discussed among district and Rohrer leadership, and that it was, quote, determined that the conduct did not align with the standards and expectations for student transportation providers."
Which she probably had no idea, because when you listen to her, you're like, oh... She drives bus. That's what she tells us. She drives bus. She's not a bus driver. She drives bus.
Do you regret making the sign?
Maybe I should have worded it different. Maybe I should have said bullying has no bullying in any language, but I didn't mean it to be anything but to correct him. I dedicated everything I had to driving bus. And it was for the kids. I love the kids. The kids love me.
So apparently in that area, in Pennsylvania, I think you own the bus route. So you buy the bus route. And so she wants her $30,000 back or whatever she ended up having to pay for this. And so you buy the bus route and then you go out and you contract with this. There's no reason this lady should have been fired. I don't think she had any racist intentions, but we live at a time of knee-jerk reaction. And let's be honest, some people are ridiculous. We recognize that. But this was not that. You heard her right there. I mean, listen to this, guys. Do I think that this lady worded something that was racist?
To drive and bus.
To drive and bus. Hey, Belle, do you want to drive and bus?
And it was for the kids. I loved it. To drive and bus.
Drive and bus.
I prefer to bus and drive.
She's not a bus driver. She's a driving a bus. I think it was poorly worded, and this is where common sense somewhere comes in and somebody goes, hey, this is not in this world, right? It's going to become something big and people are going to freak out. Let's pull this down. Let's have a talk. Let's find out what you really want to say. And that way we can have this conversation in a way where we're not, there's no reason to take her driving bus away. No reason whatsoever. Coming up, what to get the people that have everything this holiday season. What to get everybody? Well, how about this? There is one gift that they're saying, this may not be the gift. When I saw the story, I was like, this is spectacular. This is everything you want some wacky story to be at the holiday times. Just in time to ruin Christmas. We'll do that straight ahead. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. Omaha Steaks, big push going on right now. It's like 50% off site-wide, but use my code Benson. At checkout, you get $35 off right there. Boom! See site for details. All right, let me tell you something about Omaha Steaks. Steaks, delicious. We know that. They're fillets. The way they marble them, incredible. Since 1917, there's been nobody better. It's America's Butcher. 100% unconditional money-back guarantee. I love my steaks, but I love my burgers. I love my pork chops. And we've gone through 2 boxes. We have some pork chops that we're going to have over the weekend when Jack, my son, comes out. I'm pumped about it. But they've got seafood. They've got incredible desserts. They've got everything you can think of. Sides, you name it, they've got it all. And they've got tons of gourmet gift packages right now. So hurry, still opportunity to save and get $35 off when you use my code Benson at checkout. So go to Omaha Steaks today. Give the gourmet gift that keeps on giving and your yum-yum for your tum-tum, as I like to say. It is Omaha Steaks. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code Benson at checkout. Get an extra $35 off. omahasteaks.com. Code Benson.
Drivers over on the East Loop going westbound, we've got a stalled vehicle, and it is blocking the left 2 lanes there. 24 westbound at Spring Street, Ellington Parkway. And a Russian military general killed in a car bombing. This story and more coming up at 2 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. I love Christmas.
Me too.
You recognize the voice?
Who is it?
Pat Benatar.
Oh, really?
All right.
All right. But don't worry. If she was going to do a Christmas show, it'd be all our new stuff. Don't do your new stuff. Don't do your new stuff. Don't do it. Somebody texted, here's the thought, Chad. How about we low-key make fun of a lady who may or may not be intellectual on your intellectual level because you know you have a radio show and it drives a bus. Cool. And she drives a bus. You're right. I made fun of her. So here's the 2 things. I stood up for her and said I don't think she was racist, or she is a racist and she doesn't like Mexican kids. Kind of stood up for her, right? And I didn't say she was stupid. I just said, well, she does like drive bus, but it was more of a, she doesn't quite understand the nuance of the modern world of political correctness working for school districts, no matter what state you're in, if that makes sense, as we all know. Now, for Christmas this year, many of you are going to be getting 23andMe or one of those Ancestry DNA things. They're both saying may not be a good time to give it. And the reason is about 5% find out mom or dad aren't mom or dad. Mostly dad. So they're saying, buyer beware. Ho, 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 your mom is. They are finding out that 5% of the people who do these things, parents, either one or both aren't, and they were not told that. So people are reliving their moments of finding out that dad in particular isn't your dad. And by the way, he didn't know he wasn't your dad. So it's all a bit Christmassy. Could you imagine that?
It's sort of like in that Steve Martin movie, The Jerk, where he found out he wasn't actually he wasn't a real member of the black family.
Yeah. Or like Elf, where he finds out he's really not an elf because there's a difference between elf sizes. You see the way that works?
Yeah, and he got dizzy.
Yes.
And then bumped his head running out of his little elf house.
His little tiny house. And I was laughing. I was like, oh my God, I could not. But it's got to happen, right? They said, be prepared for the unexperienced. Even if you know your parents are your parents, it's a good idea to take a beat before sending your DNA away. Oh, my Lord. So when someone learns that a parent is not who they believe, the first instinct is often message every DNA match with statements like, I was adopted, or I don't know who my father is.
My mother cheated, apparently.
That's got to be a... Well, I mean, it makes for an interesting Christmas.
Maybe my dad is Santa Claus.
Yeah, that'd be the good one.
Interesting doesn't always equal good.
You know, that's the thing right there. It doesn't always equal good. Because, let's be real. Every once in a while, you send those things off. You're like, I hope I'm not related to any of these people. Oh, crap. This sucks. Oh, you wanted to be adopted, and now your mother and father were looking for you for years, are worth billions, and they've got all this money to give to you and make it up to you. No, then you find out, nope. Nah, this is what I'm stuck with right here. You guys. 5%. Think about that. How many of these did they sell? Oh, my Lord. All right, coming up, hour number 3 of the program. Who knows what we'll talk about? It'll be fun. I can promise you that, because we like having fun. Maybe some more Christmas movies. Some of you guys have been asking me about some of my favorite Hallmark movies. There's a bunch of them. We'll talk a little bit about that, among other things. Straight ahead, Chad Ben Show, Super Talk 99.7.
2 o'clock on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Drivers struggling out there in some places. Right now by the airport, got an injury crash. 40 eastbound at Briley Parkway, exit 215. Over here on the East Bank, we've got a stalled vehicle. It is blocking the left 2 lanes, 24 westbound at Spring Street, Ellington Parkway. And then you've got the usual slowdowns this time of year over by Opry Mills. Belmont area, shopping delays on the off-ramp, 440 eastbound from Hillsborough Pike. And then, of course, in Murfreesboro, over there off Medical Center Parkway, ramp delays 24, both east and westbound. Full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. A Russian military general has been killed in a car bombing. It's the third time a senior military official in Russia has been killed in a year. Vanil Sarvarov was the head of a training arm of the Russian army. We get more from ABC's Lama Hassan.
Will this affect or have an impact on the ongoing peace talks? Because don't forget that it was just this weekend that Ukrainian and U.S. officials were holding discussions in Florida. There are, of course, separate talks with the Russians, and these talks are aimed at ending the war. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, he called them productive and constructive meetings. So it really depends on what happens next, given the attack today.
Epstein files fall out. Republican Congressman Thomas Massey and Democrat Ro Khanna are threatening to hold Attorney General Pam Bondi in contempt of Congress for what they describe as breaking the law by withholding documents. We get more from ABC's Jay O'Brien with the reaction from survivors who say the DOJ only released a little less than half of what they had on Friday, which was the deadline.
Multiple Epstein survivors say the DOJ has violated the law and are demanding immediate congressional oversight, including hearings. Survivors like Danny Bensky pressing the DOJ for more transparency.
We really didn't get to see as much as we wanted to. You know, this was a law. The law was passed and they broke the law. That we only saw a very small fraction of what we needed to see.
This could be embarrassing. A major data breach has hit Pornhub, exposing sensitive user information. Hackers stole nearly 200 million records, including email addresses, viewing histories through a third-party analytics provider. No passwords or payment details compromised, but experts warn of possible sextortion scams. Pornhub says it's working with law enforcement, urging users to ignore suspicious emails. Cases of flu-like illness on the rise in some areas of the U.S. Health experts warn they could get even higher as people gather for Christmas. ABC News medical contributor Dr. Leah Kroll says Tamiflu can work to reduce severe illness.
People who are high risk for severe illness definitely want to take this ideally within 48 hours of symptom onset. People who are young children, older adults, pregnant people, have underlying medical conditions like heart disease or diabetes, really want to be aware of this. And also good to know that these medications can be used as prophylaxis, meaning that if you get exposed, someone's sick in the house, you come into contact with someone who's sick, you can use these medications to prevent infection in yourself.
Right now in Tennessee, the State Department of Health says the Chattanooga area seeing the most cases of flu-like illness. Middle Tennessee's in the moderate range, and that's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
It is Christmas time. We're having fun this week. Christmas. Tomorrow's going to be all Christmas.
Oh, Christmas.
So tell Trump not to do. In fact, we should just make it all Christmas from here on out.
I'm like Ray Charles. Why can't it be a year round?
That's it. It is, I was watching.
Well, you could always just tell him the Christmas lights were still up. He'd never know the difference.
Very nice. Very mean by you. Because you're saying that because he's sight impaired?
No, I said that because he was blind.
Oh.
So mean. I was watching Scrooge today among my 50 gazillion.
Which one?
The one with Bill Murray.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, you got to watch that. You got to watch Fat Man.
Yeah, I got to watch Fat Man, too.
You got to watch Fat Man. It's great. Actually, the most underrated Christmas movie, The Ref.
The Ref.
I love that movie.
Dennis Leary, Kevin Spacey.
Okay.
It is absolutely incredible. They're on like Nantucket and they're going to rob this guy, and it's Dennis Leary and this just goofball named Murray. And Dennis Leary it was when he was at his biting comic best, where he was so mean. It was brilliant. And he takes a couple hostage who are going through marital problems, and it becomes a nightmare when the whole family's there.
He almost ends up being de facto marriage counselor.
Yeah, that's what he was, right? He used to go by Wong, right? Dr. Wong, because that was the name of their doctor. And it's just, and the mother's awful.
Oh, I'm watching that.
Who played the mom?
Oh, God, the grandma. His mom, I forgot. Just the stuff he says is just, it's so brilliant.
That movie is just hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, and the people that are on the island that are the police are just the absolute Keystone Cops. Just the best. But it was that is one of the most underrated Christmas movies. I could watch that all the time. Christmas Vacation I like. I love Christmas Vacation. I love Scrooged. I watched that one with Bill Murray.
Oh man, I love that movie.
So brilliant. So brilliant. That one's great. But
John Forsythe.
Yes.
John
Forsythe.
He was the initial ghost.
Hello, Charlie and his angels. That is just spectacular. Here's a question for you guys. Everybody, you can chime in on this, all right? Because we're done with the politics and the BS and division. We don't need more. Yes or no, Die Hard Christmas movie?
Yes. Absolutely.
Now, he says it's not a Christmas movie.
He ain't saying much these days.
I know he's not, but that's not because of Die Hard.
It's a Christmas movie. It's okay for him to be wrong.
Do you think... Now, why do you think it's a Christmas movie?
Takes me back to a better time.
It takes place during Christmas.
I didn't have any worries. I had no worries whatsoever. All I had to do was worry about myself.
Oh, those were the days, right?
Weren't they?
Oh, my Lord. It is... I'm telling you guys, it is... That is a debate. I've never... Everybody started chiming. Yes, it is. He says it's not.
He's wrong.
Now, how can he be wrong if
he said The Last Boy Scout was a good movie, and he wasn't right about that either?
I love The Last Boy Scout.
I freaking love it.
You guys ever see that when the guy takes the gun out in the middle of the game? How can you not like that? God, this is my problem with you, Bell.
I like at the end when they're doing the one-liners.
Oh, yeah. That was so great. So, is it a Christmas movie? It's considered widely a Christmas movie, but is it a Christmas movie or an action movie that took place on Christmas?
Yeah, there you go. I can take
That's what I think it is.
It's a Christmas movie that has action in it on Christmas Day.
I like that, too.
Alan Rickman is awesome.
He is, man.
God, he was the best, wasn't he?
Yes.
Alan Rickman.
He was good.
Remember that he threw in the red star or whatever when he was trying to, and he goes, "Who's that?" And he goes, "I don't know. I read about him in People last week or whatever."
Yeah, he just made up their name.
Yeah. So it's the age old question about is it a Christmas movie or not?
Yes.
I saw a debate the other day that It's a Wonderful Life isn't so much a Christmas movie as it's a movie about depression and mental illness.
And a whiner who just won't shut
up. And a freaking whiner.
You boys better watch it.
He would have turned it into a horrible Christmas movie. I think this guy deserves everything, Mr. Potter. Miracle on 34th. That's a Christmas movie.
That's a good Christmas movie.
That
yes,
is.
sir.
That's
Nobody can figure out that Santa Claus.
No, nobody ever could. Yes, it's a Christmas movie. A lot of that. Nick Cage, Family Man, another great movie.
Oh, yes, sir. I got to watch that, too.
Yeah. Yeah. That is.
Great movie, man.
God, that's a great movie. Red Dawn's a Christmas movie.
Is it?
It's not Christmas until Hans Gruber falls off Nakatomi Plaza.
What a great scene, man.
That was a great scene. Alan Rickman.
He man, he was good in
God,
that. He was good in everything.
Did you know his death is what put the brakes on the sequel to Galaxy Quest?
Which, if you guys have never seen Galaxy Quest, by Lord Grantham's Hammer. It's a movie. This is great. It's got Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, Alan Rickman, and they're like Star Wars characters. They had like a year or two run, and they go around to all these Comic-Cons, and this faraway group of actual aliens saw all the episodes of their show and think that they're these leaders, and they come down here to take them.
Documentary.
Yeah, that was a documentary. They come down to find them. It's brilliant. Oh, man, Bell, you're getting crushed by the whole Last Boy Scout. Die Hard came out in the summer of '88, not a Christmas movie. Watching it at Christmas.
Well,
that doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's a technicality.
Technicality. Gremlins, Christmas movie or no?
Yes.
Kind of.
Yeah. They keep saying they're going to do another one. Gremlins. Every year they keep saying they're going to do another Gremlins, and every year they don't. So, I don't know. I like Gremlins. I would say that's more of a Christmas movie
than Die Hard.
Yeah, than Die Hard.
Well, yeah, it does have cute little furry fellas.
Just little fellas.
Until someone puts water on.
Because nobody can listen. Nobody. And the whole feeding after midnight. Well, okay. Well, it's after midnight every day. So I just starved my little thing that my dad got from some Chinese voodoo doctor.
Yeah, if you're feeding the thing at 2 p.m. or 7 o'clock at night or 10:30 at night, it's after midnight.
It's like Jimmy Buffett said. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It is. Many of you, of course, it's a Christmas movie. Technically, both Die Hard and 2 are Christmas movies. Oh, that's right. Because apparently Christmas is when he has his stuff. 100%, though. Gremlins is a Christmas movie, people are saying. I see that. I like Gremlins.
Well, I mean, they were Christmas gifts, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
Yeah, that's Christmas.
When's the next Gremlins? Because I know they're supposed to be doing another one. They're supposed to be rebooting it.
They were supposed to be doing a new Goonies, too, and that never came through.
You can't do that.
So
you can't do the Goonies again.
Oh, here we go. Hollywood Reporter. Warner's is making Gremlins 3 with Steven Spielberg on board and Christopher Columbus, the director.
They'll produce and direct just like with the others.
It'll be out in November of 27. It's already got a date, November 19th. So it is coming out.
Is it a Christmas movie?
Well, it's November, so, what do you think that is? I mean, is it the Ash and Fire, whatever the hell that movie was that came out this weekend? What's it called?
Ass and Fire.
Yeah.
I guess you could do the Goonies again if you get everybody back. I mean, Josh Brolin, he could be a dad somewhere now.
But Corey Feldman's gone off the lunatic fringe.
Yeah, what did he say last week, Corey Feldman, that Corey Haim molested him? He walked it back since.
Yeah, why? What?
I don't know.
He's just saying anything he can to keep attention on
That's it. That's a big thing. Anything he can to just keep attention.
Yeah, and how are you not going to have Corey Haim in it, man? I mean, that'd be tough. I mean, it'd be sad because, well, maybe you could just say he's just not here.
Couldn't make it.
Or
maybe they get together because he's passed away.
Didn't the guy who played Chunk pass away?
No.
He's still around.
Oh, dude,
he's a lawyer now.
Yeah, he's one of the most powerful people in Hollywood. And
awesome.
He's built like a house. He's just yoked.
So we can still have
John
Chunk.
Matusak, the football player, played, what was that thing's name? I always forget. The monster.
Can't remember.
In Goonies.
I can't remember.
The football player, Matusak, he's not with us anymore. But, yeah. So, but no. Let's do it. Let's reboot some stuff. But for those of you, several of you have asked me what movie I was talking about with Dennis Leary. The movie's called The Ref.
Yeah, I'm watching that.
It is so awesome. And this was at the height of his doing his stand-up, MTV, smoking 25 cigarettes while he's on stage, walking around, huffing and puffing. It's brilliant. It is. It is brilliant, the whole movie. And Kevin Spacey. You guys remember him? Yeah. You guys remember him? Now he's doing dinner theater in like Nottingham.
Sloth.
That's right, Sloth.
Sloth, that's right.
Sloth, yeah, a lot of you. Cobra. Cobra was not a Christmas movie. Did you guys see Cobra?
Freaking loved Cobra.
They're the disease, I'm the cure. Yes! Die Hard 2 is a Christmas movie. Alan Rickman and Quigley Down Under is a Christmas movie. Lethal Weapon, there's another one. Christmas movie or not, because that was Christmassy.
Well, I'll be.
Forgot about that? Yeah. So, Sloss was the deformed guy. Yes, it was. And that was John Matusak, the football player, who had some problems with the copious amounts of drugs that he took. Silent Night, Deadly Night, phenomenal. That's a good one. They just rebooted that one, I think. What's the other one that was, You Better Watch Out? I watched Violent Night today, which is great.
Violent Night.
Yeah, it's great. So the new one, it stars, what's his name again? I always forget his name. The guy that's in Stranger Things.
Oh, a Hopper's character?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
That was married to Lily Allen until eventually something happened that I'm not quite sure what it was. But there's been a lot of, and when they were doing the Stranger Things, when they were all coming together, apparently they didn't want to be around him. So I don't know what he did or what they alleged, but man, he was cool in this movie. He kills a lot of bad guys.
John Wixom.
Yeah, he does. He John Wixom. But with the holiday spirit. It's always look, guys, it's always with holiday spirit. And the same thing with, if you've not seen Fat Man, I keep telling you to see Fat Man.
I'm going to see Fat Man.
So Fat Man is amazing. That is a movie starring Mel Gibson and, God, what's his name? Coggins or whatever. It is
Goggin.
Yeah, it is incredible.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
Yeah, it really is.
They need to make a John Wick Christmas.
Oh, every day is Christmas with John Wick. He kills a lot of people.
I mean, here he is just trying to have a nice Christmas, and he gets somebody got him a new puppy for Christmas, and somebody kills it too.
Yeah.
And then steals his car.
You can't be doing things like that. I don't know how many times I have to tell you. Do not do that, because if you do that, what ends up happening? He then has to go kill everybody in the city that you know.
Yes.
One of the best scenes in the movie is when the kid's dad calls John Leguizamo's character.
Yeah.
He goes, I heard you struck my son. Would you tell me why? Well, he stole John Wick's car and killed his dog.
And he goes, oh. Okay. Okay. It's not what you did, it's who you did it to.
Yes.
I love it because I got the outfit on right now, so I'm feeling it.
You got some business to take care of later today, Chad.
And he's all talking about the house that we have was built on him. Just goes off. That was like the best speech. What a great speech. All right, coming up, who knows what else we're talking about. It is Christmas. The Santa Claus is on. Another phenomenal Christmas movie. I love the Santa Claus. Underrated. One of the great lines in Christmas history. We'll talk about that, among other things, straight ahead. Chad Benson Show. Super Talk 99.7. All right, guys. Omaha Steaks. I keep telling you guys, Omaha Steaks, take advantage of their opportunity at Omaha Steaks. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use my code Benson, $35 off when you check out. It's like 50% off site-wide, 46 on this one, 52 on this. It's incredible. Do you want seafood? They delivered that to you, right to you. Do you want just hamburgers? They deliver that. They've got everything you could think of and then some. And yes, the amazing, incredible pork chops, the fillets. They've got it all ready for you. This is what I want you to do. Start saving big. Go to omahasteaks.com. All right, take advantage of it. Still some time to get you yummy in your tummy. I think if you hurry to maybe get there on time, which is phenomenal. And remember, you win the holidays. So mom and dad are going to like you more. And when they look around, they say, we're going to leave it all to you. Why? Because you fed us. You gave us love because of Omaha Steaks. That's what we want. They have all the best gift-giving ideas. Gourmet, premier. Listen to this. Butcher cut fillets, air-chilled boneless chicken breast, boneless pork chops, pure ground filet mignon burgers, jumbo franks, boom. Just to name a few. Scallop potatoes, what? And you always get the seasoning, which is incredible. Go to omahasteaks.com now. Use my code Benson. See site for details. You will love this. Get $35 off when you use code Benson. omahasteaks.com. Use code Benson. Prize Picks. By the way, I did really well this weekend. Thank you very much, Jake Paul. We'll talk about you in a little bit. Prize Picks is incredible. So you're picking more or less based on projected players' stats. It's America's #1 fantasy sports app. So you go, right, you download the Prize Picks app. Boom, you've got it. Now what? Well, now you're picking more or less based on their stats. You can do a lot of different things when it comes to Prize Picks. You can go, hybrid as they call it, right? So maybe you take basketball, maybe you take football. Maybe it's night, for instance. You look around and you say to yourself, what do we got going on tonight? Christian McCaffrey over, more or less. I'm taking the more on that one. Phillip Rivers, I'm taking the less on that one with his passing yards. Why? Because he's 57,000 years old. He's almost as old as I am, right? He's come out of retirement. He's younger than me, but still shouldn't be playing in the NFL. Well, you go with that. It's simple and easy. You download the app, use my code Chad. When you do, you play your first $5 lineup. That's all you got to play. You can get $50 in lineups immediately into your account, which is great. You can get your money easy and fast, and you can start winning up to 2,000 times your money. So what are you waiting for? Download the Prize Picks app. Get $50 instantly when you use my code Chad. After you download the app, $50 in lineups right into your account. Win or lose guaranteed after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, good to be right. Must be 21 in Tennessee. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-889-9789.
All right, drivers, we've got crashes. One is 40 eastbound right there at Briley Parkway East by the airport. Then 65 northbound at Rosa Parks Boulevard. Shopping delays in the Belmont area, 440 eastbound off-ramp to Hillsborough Pike southbound. Murfreesboro, you got it there, Medical Center Parkway And then over by Opryland, got a stalled vehicle blocking the left 2 lanes, 24 westbound at Spring Street, Ellington Parkway. And members of Congress talking about the steps they may take in response to the release of the Epstein files coming up at 2:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
They should release the Kraken. No, that's a different one.
That's a different one.
It's a different lady. Can't release that Kraken anymore. So, yeah, that's that. Again, the Epstein stuff. What are you going to do? We're not going to find out the real story. They have slow-walked this thing as much as they possibly can. There's more questions than answers, and it doesn't look good. And in this case, perception is you're hiding something. And it's all self-inflicted, by the way.
Even if you're not, it looks like you are.
Yeah, it's all self-inflicted. From J.D. Vance to Valhalla himself, Kash Patel, to all of the MAGA folks that were in the podcast world that pushed it, to Trump himself, all of it feels like you're hiding something. And then you got Bongino quitting, which makes me, you sit there and you could draw all kinds of, why? Remember when he had to go on air and say, there's nothing, we found it. We looked, there was nothing to see there. Nothing to see. And then, Bondi's like, Pam Bondi's like, every hour, 1 minute disappears. And they're like, no, we don't. It's right here. Why would a minute disappear every hour? I mean, the stuff that they came up with, they have the failure to launch after they launched big when they used all of those influencers and gave them binders. And they're like, wait till part 2. So she needs to go. You need to go away. A lot of people are excited about the awesome movie that is Fat Man. I'm telling you guys right now, if you watch one Christmas movie, you kind of like some action, it's just an interesting thing. Fat Man is it. Mel Gibson plays Santa Claus, and
that's funny enough.
Walter Coggins is coming to get him. He's been hired by a kid. You know what else is a great Bad Santa? The first one.
I gotta watch that too.
That was so good.
You know what was really awesome?
What?
Reindeer Games with Ben Affleck.
It was a Charlize Theron was in that, right? That was awesome.
That Seth Rogen Christmas movie's pretty good too. What? Silent Night? The Night Before Christmas.
The Night Before Christmas. That's right. That was there was a movie with Jason Bateman and T.J. Miller and Jennifer Aniston. I think it was called The Christmas Party. Have you seen that?
Yes.
That is awesome. That is amazing. That one's it's just a raucous Christmas party that gets so out of hand.
Yeah, it is an office Christmas party that would keep HR busy for a month.
Yeah, it is that kind of thing. And what's her name from Saturday Night Live is in it. She plays the HR director.
McKinnon.
She plays the HR director who is so uptight and stuffy, but at the same time just lets everything go. It's so great. That's what Christmas is all about. I'll probably watch that tonight. I will. That's the red one with Chris Evans and The Rock. I like that. I saw that last year. That is, if you guys haven't seen that, Chris Evans, I don't want to give too much away because it's still kind of new. Chris Evans, the red one's missing, which is Santa Claus. Chris Evans found out where Santa Claus lived, not knowing actually what he was doing because somebody hired him not to know, but just to find. And now they want Chris Evans to find him again, which is just awesome. I'm watching the Santa Claus is on TV right now.
There's too much to watch.
Remember, this is the one that when Santa dies. It is so awesome. Not that when Santa dies, but when at the end of the first night, the little kid's all, and Merry Christmas. And he goes, he's all, Merry Christmas to everybody. And tomorrow I'm going to get a CAT scan because I think I had a stroke. Oh, the Santa Claus. How cool would that be? I played Santa this weekend, kind of, sort of. Tomorrow, you don't know what I'm going to wear. But it's pretty awesome.
You're a Russian gangster Santa, though.
I know. This weekend it was nice. Like, ho, 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 what are you doing there? Very much a little be nice kid or else end up in the gulag. You don't want that. Today, this was guy blow up there in Russia. You know why? He was naughty boy. He was naughty. Whenever somebody blows up like that, I think they'll blame it on the Ukrainians, but chances are it's probably Putin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speak of naughty boys, that Putin guy's funny. All right, coming up, I don't know what to talk about. Could be, to be honest with you guys, we're having so much fun. We're relaxing. It should be a relaxing time. Everybody else can be serious. We don't want to be serious. That's for other shows. That's for the first of the year. We don't want to. I don't want to talk about Venezuela. I don't want to talk about Cuba. I don't want to talk about Pam Bondi or Epstein. It's just time that we talk about the things we're grateful for. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7.
I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast in 5 minutes. Members of Congress talking about the steps they might take in response to the release of the Epstein files. The Justice Department has said more time is needed to ensure the privacy of victims is protected, as being the reason they haven't released all of them by last week's deadline. ABC News national correspondent Stephen Portnoy has the latest.
Top Senate Democrat Chuck Schumer says he'll offer a resolution to trigger legal action by the Senate to, quote, compel this administration to comply with the new Epstein files law. In the House, the bipartisan authors of the Transparency Act say they may draft articles of impeachment targeting the Attorney General or a resolution finding Pam Bondi in contempt of the House.
Well, this could be embarrassing. Pornhub is warning premium users after hackers leaked data from an old analytics account. The breach exposed email addresses and search histories, but not passwords or financial details. Cyber criminals threatening to release the stolen data unless paid. Users are advised to stay alert for phishing and extortion attempts. Cases of the flu on the rise in some areas of the country. Health experts warn they could get even higher as people gather for Christmas. Right now in Tennessee, the State Department of Health says the Chattanooga area seeing the most cases of flu-like illness. Middle Tennessee in the moderate range. ABC News medical contributor Dr. Leah Kroll says this latest variant differs from ones from prior seasons.
That does not mean the vaccine is ineffective. It can still accomplish its mission of reducing your risk for severe illness and complications of the flu. So definitely still worth it to go ahead and get vaccinated, particularly as we expect spread to pick up with holiday travel and get-togethers.
Doctors also say taking Tamiflu if you suspect having the flu can help your illness from getting too severe.
They were young and they had each other. Who could ask for more at the Cobra?
Barry Manilow posted on his Instagram account today he's battling lung cancer and will undergo surgery. The 82-year-old Manilow says it was picked up by an MRI he had done after suffering from weeks of bronchitis. His tour date's now being rescheduled. Manilow was treated for throat cancer back in 2020. That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
Wednesday, mid to the upper 60s, a lot of cloud cover otherwise. Christmas Day looks very warm, low and into the mid 70s. We'll get some sunshine back in the afternoon.
The Wellness Institute of Nashville. New Year approaches. How are you feeling? Is your back still hurt? What are you doing? Go to painisbad.com, painisbad.com, or call 615-246-5009 for the Wellness Institute of Nashville. They're going to take care of you. Dr. Mitchell, Dr. Ashley, they're incredible. And they've done it again. So right now they got the newest and greatest healing machine called the Hydro Wave. And so what it does is it stimulates the stem cells, right, for cellular healing, repair, restoration. There's no surgeries, no needles, no injections. If you've thought to yourself, I've tried everything. That might be, I might have to have, no, you don't. You haven't tried everything. You haven't tried the wellness, okay? This is the first and only office in the state of Tennessee to have the new device, and it is awesome. Whether it's your back, your neck, sciatic, slipped, bulging disc, whatever it is, go see the Wellness Institute. They're going to help you. Bring your MRI. Watch the way the doctor should treat you the right way. 100%. You're going to understand your condition and be given the road to recovery. That's what I love about the Wellness Institute. I swear by it. So should you. Call 615-246-5009, 615-246-5009, or go to painisbad.com. All right, you're looking to save big on new HVAC system. Now is the time. Take advantage of it only until the 31st. Hurry, hurry, hurry. So right now, federal 25C tax credits, part of the Inflation Reduction Act, gives you up to $2,000 when you install a new central AC and furnace, or $3,200 for a high-efficiency heat pump. Do not wait, though. Again, you have till the end of the month, which is the end of the year. On top of that, TVA Energy Right rebates worth hundreds of dollars in select high-efficiency units. Then Busy Bee comes in and throws a little bit sweet in the pot. Are you ready for this? Next, with $1,000 off any new HVAC replacement, 15C or higher. That's thousands in savings, federal credits, TVA rebates, Busy Bee's own discount, all working for you. Call them today, 615-775-7833, 615-775-7833, or visit busybehvac.com. Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your comfort, our mission. Oh, what a great song.
You recognize the voice?
No, Amy Grant. It's not Amy Grant. Who is it?
Faith Hill.
Faith Hill. I like either of those, by the way. I do. I like either of those. It's a great song right there. Isn't it weird? Did you remember when Bing Crosby and David Bowie, like how big that was?
Yeah, it was on
MTV all the time.
It was, but it was on Bing's special, right?
Yeah.
His Christmas special.
God, it was just, Bing
was such a matchup, too. It was like so not what you would expect.
Not what you expect whatsoever. Because Bing was not that. Bing was none of those. It was just so amazing.
It didn't surprise me to see Bowie on it, though, because Bowie was so eclectic and so odd and so all over the map that I think he would have looked at that and went, oh, yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
Totally respected somebody like, you look over and he loved Bing. Probably not as a parent, but if you've heard the stories about Bing.
Hey, if you don't want your ass beat, shut up.
Yeah. There's not a lot of people going, he's a really good dad. That guy was solid. So Ernest Saves Christmas and Office Party. The Christmas office party. That was good. I like that. Ernest Saves Christmas. Solid. Talk about somebody who took something, right, that was a character and ran that thing into as far as you possibly could, old Ernest. Vern.
I actually ran into him in the Rivergate Mall one time in a jewelry store. He was having an emerald put into an earring, and he puts the earring in, and he turns around. There's like three of us there. He turns around and goes, so what do y'all think?
What do you think, Vern?
Looks fine.
What am I supposed to say? You look great. It's a win. What do you think about that, Vern? All those car commercials. That's how the thing started. It's car commercials. And next thing you know, Ernest is everywhere. Then he becomes a star.
He did a PSA in, I want to say, the late 80s, maybe early 90s, about when you throw a soda bottle away, crush it so it doesn't take up so much space in the landfill or in the garbage bag, and there's more room. And to this day, I cannot throw a soda bottle away without crushing it.
Really?
Yes, it's. I must do it, or I feel the OCD kick in.
Well, how about that? Look at that. It's sunk in, guys. It's sunk in. That's what I love. It's sunk in. Now, I've sent both you guys your voiceover parts.
I'm sending mine to you right now, Brother Chad.
Okay.
Well, I can't do mine till I get off the air.
Until you get off the air, but I just want to make sure that everything, voiceover parts are ready. So we got some stuff for a big, giant extravaganza, which I'm going to go home and work on. Charlie has to voice some stuff because we needed an 8-year-old. She's going to
still confused about what I'm reading here, though.
This is for the giant cocoa battle.
Right, but where it says various voices, what the hell's that mean?
Just try to do just have fun.
I don't know how to have fun.
It's a struggle daily.
Do one like this, Brother Bilal.
Yeah, see? Yeah, see?
Not enough marshmallow.
Oh, everybody chiming in on the great movies. Oh, this weekend, yeah. Jake Paul got knocked the blank out.
Boy, he did.
Yeah.
Man.
But you know what? Anthony Joshua afterwards said, look, dude, big ups to him. First of all,
he got in there.
Anthony Joshua is legit, right? Like super legit. And if it was a wrestling match, my money would have been on Jake Paul. But it's a boxing match. And the reality is he wasn't training for Anthony. Anthony, by the way, Jake Paul was at his heaviest. He was 216 pounds. Do you know how big Anthony Joshua was? He was 248 pounds. 6'6" compared to 6'1" 3/4.
There was a bit of a weight difference.
There was a large weight difference. But it took him, several rounds to get him out. And, man, but did you see his face afterwards? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Broke his jaw and
really broke his jaw?
2 places.
Wow.
He had to have, like, metal things put in.
I don't
so
know
his
if
mouth is wired shut for a while.
Yeah.
I wouldn't keep doing this if I was Jake.
No. Let's see what the total gate was for this weekend, because they were talking about a big money. And this is, by the way, Joshua said it too. This is the biggest fight he's ever had money-wise. Jake Paul made $92 to $120 million from his fight against Joshua.
You can break my jaw for that.
Absolutely. You can hit me with a bat.
Though I would appreciate it if the medical expenses were not paid for out of the purse.
Yeah. So they said Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul, are you guys ready for this? They earned about $78,000 a second.
Wow.
Yeah. I can guarantee you Anthony Joshua in his life, I don't think has made that much money. So you know what? You want to beat him up? Knock him out all day. So, yeah. People downplay Jake Paul's abilities. They do. You can't downplay his abilities. He fought a guy he should never been in size-wise.
Right.
At best, Jake Paul he's a light heavyweight. At best, he's a light heavyweight. But more like a super middleweight, but he's light heavyweight. And this guy is legit world-class champion heavyweight. And the size, when they stood next to him, Jake Paul's a big dude, and it looked like he was standing next to the Predator.
Yes.
And you don't mess with the Predator, guys. You know what the Predator needs? It needs a Christmas movie.
Aliens versus Predator was a Christmas movie.
It feels like it needs a real Christmas movie. Like where he shows up, he's going to ruin Christmas. Although I watched the last Predator movie, and I loved it. And the fact is, he ended up being the one that everybody loved.
Talking about the one with the android on his back?
Yeah. She was mean. That's all I'm going to say to that. She was a meanie. She was a meanie.
She's a mean old gal.
Mm-hmm. So, nah. For that kind of money, I'd let both of them beat me up. Predator versus Santa Claus. That'd be great. You know what movie is good? I haven't seen the whole way through. It's a movie called Dust Bunny with Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh.
It's a little girl who believes there's a monster under her bed, and she hires him. He's like the best hitman to kill the monster that's under her bed. And then they've come to find out there are some monsters and some other things out there, but he has to deal with. But it's kind of, she's like 8.
It's a Scandinavian movie?
No, it's an American movie.
Okay.
Die Hard 2 and Lethal Weapon, both Christmas movies. So, yeah. I know Mike Tyson fought his whole career at 217. You know what? Mike Tyson didn't fight the guys that are out there today. Lennox Lewis is, those guys, like, go look at how big Muhammad Ali was. He would have been a light heavyweight now. I mean, these guys today are beasts, and they're 6'6". The Klitschko brothers and stuff, they're 6'8".
Good.
Yeah, Muhammad was what, like 5'11"?
Yeah. I mean, boxers like football players always lie. So,
well, I stood in front of him, though, but, I mean, it was when he was older, so I'm sure he'd shrunk a little bit.
So, I mean, and the fitness level. Did you see?
Muhammad Ali was 6'3".
But his highest weight ever was 236.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
average, he averaged 212 to 214.
Yeah, he wasn't like these guys.
Yeah,
today.
he's lean. This is a different world now. I mean, it's these guys are, and when you were when they did their weigh-in, you're standing there and you're looking at Joshua, and he's got like a 12-pack, like 6 on each side.
Well, I think UFC fighting has kind of brought a new standard to what you need to look like and how in shape you need to be, even in boxing.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. By the way, somebody wants to see Santa Claus versus Predator. That'd be good. That would be good.
Who would be Santa Claus?
Chris Kringle.
That's right. Yeah. Chris Kringle. Wasn't Rambo done at Christmas? I believe he was. Dust Bunny is the name of that movie I just talked about. You got to check it out. It's pretty cool. Mads Mikkelsen is great. Dust Bunny. But George Foreman, but George Foreman wasn't, he was big. But even in his height, I mean, when he fought Michael Moore and knocked him out in the Great Comeback, that was different. Go look at him back in the day when he was thin. It was, these guys weren't what they are today. All of them are that size, which is scary. Somebody said for $90 million, they will fight the Predator. Nicolas Cage plays Santa Claus to take on the Predator.
Absolutely.
I will see that every day of the week.
Yes.
And twice on Sunday.
Nick freaking Cage.
He's the greatest of all cages. Nick Cage.
Absolutely.
God, that would be just so. Could you think of anybody better to be Santa Claus taking on the Predator?
Well, in that case, probably Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold would be good. You'd be absolutely good, but not like
Arnold. He comes back and goes, "I already had to do this once to you."
Yeah, but no, not like Nick Cage though. Playing Santa Claus, because Arnold couldn't be Santa.
Yeah,
sure he could.
Maybe Nick still got his weight from playing John. Now I can't remember his last name. Old coach
Madden.
of John Madden.
Oh, that's right, John Madden. God, I can't wait to see that. It's either going to be really good or a giant disaster that's going to be hilarious.
Well, all of his movies are like that. They're either excellent or they're just horrid.
You never know. You just got to get into them and see.
Let's see here. How about this? Predator. Man, a lot of people. Krampus taking on the Predator.
I got to watch that Krampus, too.
Yeah, that's a good movie. You like that. Arnold be like, hello there, coming here to stop you from doing all the things that are bad. You don't want these. I'll be back. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. Wrapping up today's show. Big show about Christmas festival of fun and frivolity. What's up, brother? Matt's here, ready to roll.
I'm very upset with you.
Why?
Well, you teased me with this Chad mark, and then I never get the call. I never got a call back.
So I'm sending you some stuff today.
Okay.
Yeah, be prepared.
I just wanted to call
Don't worry,
back.
I gave stuff to Bell. This is what I like. Bell's like, what am I supposed to do with this?
You're supposed to read it.
Yeah, it's a struggle. He's on a bus of struggles.
Is he now?
Yes.
Well,
so
I'm happy to see that nothing's changed for Bell between noon and 3.
That's good. Yeah,
Super Talk
all's well.
99.7
All's
There was
well
a
with Bell.
severe lack of clarity in the email. So
I just wanted a call back. I didn't really want the gig. I just wanted a call back.
No, I'm sending
you
you
just
stuff.
wanted to
so
be
we'll see
wanted.
how you
That's right. I just wanted you to say, hey, we want another reading of this.
do. So, yeah, for everybody. We're going to give everybody an opportunity. What are you up to, man? How was your weekend?
It was good, full of packing and fun and frivolity and Christmas festivities and yada, yada.
So,
I went to In-N-Out.
how was that?
Review on the show.
Review on the show. I know you
Sometimes
wanna
I got to hold back. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
What was the line like? You can talk about that.
Oh, it was, you know what? We got in line at 11:20. We pulled in, parked, and just stood in line because he wanted the entire experience. And we were served food at 12:05.
Not too bad.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
No,
They don't do 6-7 anymore.
No. Well, it was funny because they were on like 63, and we were waiting on our order. Well, no, I guess we had already gotten our food. And there was a kid standing with his mom, and he's probably 8 years old. And he's like, oh, he's just hyperventilating. They're going to come over 6-7. Mom's going to be 6-7. Mom's going to be 6-7.
I love
And then they skip it. And he's like, I didn't hear it.
Boo.
He kind of looked at me. I said, must have missed it, kid.
That's it.
Yeah.
You don't even understand you kids can't even hear it. That's the pitch they have it out right now. So what are you doing for the holidays? You guys going anywhere?
We'll go to Montgomery to be with E's parents. They're down there, and we'll go down there because our house is just like a bomb went off in it right now. But so we'll spend a couple days down there, come back and pack. Closing on the 7th, baby.
That's it, baby. It's a party.
Woo!
It's a party.
Everything got
Nice.
worked out?
I guess. I don't know. What do you know something?
I don't know. Well, I just know we don't want it to be Chernobyl.
Remediation.
Oh, yeah. I've got that guy. We figured that out.
We don't want it to be Chernobyl. That's all we know.
That would be good. No Chernobyl, and no, I don't want, I went down a rabbit hole. Oh, gosh, what's it called now? Now I've forgotten. It's a rabbit hole of the, what are these places called? Transitional places are called,
Halfway houses?
No, it's like the back rooms. The back rooms conspiracy theory started with these. They're called not infinite places, but they're transitional spaces. Like airports are transitional spaces. And if you ever see an airport or a place where people normally gather and it's empty, it freaks people out, and it's called something. I can't remember it now, but I went down a rabbit hole over it, and so I did that this weekend. Liminal spaces. Thank you. Liminal spaces.
I've gone down this rabbit hole. There's a guy on TikTok who's lived at his apartment for 3 months, and he's never seen or met his roommates.
So there's a guy, and they say that it's fake, but it was so good that people believed it. There was a guy on TikTok that was claiming that he had time jumped, and he was in 2028, and there's nobody there in the city. And like he's going around these very populated places, there's nobody there. And people were challenging him, like, why don't you go to the police station if you're so, and he would go, and there'd be nobody there. And like, why don't you go to the airport? And he would go, and there'd be nobody there. And so people started believing him, and he's in all these populated places. And it turns out, and it's actually pretty slick, it was an advertising campaign, it was a tourism campaign. The city teamed up with him.
Nice.
And gave him access to all these places and would clear people out.
That was so cool. I saw an advertisement the other day for a Mexican restaurant where it's like one of those Dateline things where you see the bullet flying in and then it hits like a computer-generated body, and it goes all the way to the fat and stops, and then it goes into a Mexican restaurant commercial.
All right. Like hit you right in the gut?
Well, no, because you're so fat, because the food is so good, you're going to be safe from bullets.
Oh, I see. I get it.
Yes.
See, I get it.
It's your own bulletproof vest.
It's your own private bulletproof vest. That's good.
Oh, what do you got to talk about today?
We'll talk about, fun stuff. Obviously, it's the holidays. It's Christmas week, so we'll have some fun with that. Obviously, we also got to talk about some important stuff like, potentially bombing Iran.
There we go. Whoa, I thought, what?
I thought we were going to war with Venezuela, not Iran.
Now,
Come
how
on.
many people can we bomb at once?
Well,
there must be some stuff in that Epstein file.
Trump is 8 to the good. So, we owe him a couple, right? He says he's 8 to the good, so we owe him a couple.
Let's have some fun. See you guys tomorrow.